Critical Mess, episode 66.
Ooh.
This is the podcast or YouTube show or whatever the fuck it is, where we talk about movies that critics and audiences don't agree on. Like tonight's film, Under the Skin. I'm Nick Honeywell. Other people are here. Producer Ben is here.
Hello.
Forget their names, but introduce yourself, guys.
Grizz. Hey, everybody.
Brian MC Cullen. Happy to be here.
All right, we're going to break the ice. We're going to break the ice. Fun icebreaker tonight. You have to quote as much of a movie as you can to save your life. Which film is it going to be? And maybe rattle off a couple quotes for us if you want. If you want. What do you got?
I've Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Mm-hmm.
It's the movie I've seen the most in my life. It's across Coronado, belongs in a museum. So do you. I mean, I could just go start to finish.
Yeah, a lot of bangers.
I don't know if there's a line of dialogue that I wouldn't be familiar with in that movie. So,
yeah, good.
Here's another one. He chose wisely.
Very nice.
You never know, because that could go poorly. You know, you always bust that up. Poorly, wisely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A lot of quotes.
Grizz?
I got to go with a classic from my youth, Anchorman.
Mm-hmm.
60% of the time. Works every time.
Sex Panther.
Mm-hmm. 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 Ben,
Stings the nostrils.
Got one, Ben?
Stings the nostrils.
Yeah, I think I'm.
Smells like gasoline.
I think it's either Anchorman or the Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
Talladega Nights.
Yeah, a lot of Will Ferrell
Ferrell's,
movies are pretty quotable. Yeah,
An old
I'm coming
wooden
at you
ship.
like a spider monkey.
I gotta go with the old classic, guys.
Dumb and Dumber.
No,
sorry.
not a comedy. Not a comedy. We're not going comedy.
Oh,
We're going Scarface.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
What'd you think? What'd you think? I'm a worm like you? I told you. Don't fuck with me. I ain't gonna shoot you, Frank. Manolo, shoot that piece of shit.
Damn, he even changed his accent.
Yeah.
You quoted with the right accents.
I think my favorite might be, fuck Casper Gomez and fuck the fucking Diaz brothers. I bury those cockroaches. Either that
You practice that, don't you?
or, I say it like
this
I
is
walk
the
around my
third
house
time
and say
that
it.
he said that on this
At
podcast,
least.
and he
At
gets
least.
better and better.
At least.
And the
Keep
funniest part is like these aren't even like that popular
No.
quotes from the movie.
Say
It's
hello
just
to my little
fucking
friend, yeah.
quotable. I also love how he goes, Baltimore? Fly Pelican. So, anyway, we could do this all night. All right, social media announcement. Someone take it.
We have all the social medias at criticalmasspodcast.com. All the things you need to know are all there. And some goodies.
Do we have LinkedIn?
Yes.
Yeah, go to LinkedIn. You'll find us there for sure.
Some call us the kings of LinkedIn.
We on
Yeah.
X?
Yeah, for
Blue,
sure.
Blue Sky?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mhm.
I don't know what these are anymore.
We're
I'm
in the
not on
local
any.
paper,
Yeah.
the Indy Star.
Are we on the local paper?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're on the local paper.
All right.
Check out also Mess Hall. The Mess Hall is part of our website. Go there. You can. It's a fun little thing you can do.
That's actually real.
You can. It is real. This is not a joke. It's not a bit. Go to the Mess Hall. You can get to it from our website, criticalmasspodcast.com. And you can, for each episode, you can select the host that you resonated with most. We call it the heat meter. And Ben is included. So if somebody just really, if you're out there and you're like, fuck, leave the world behind, then if you would have been on there, you would have resonated with Nick on that episode. You know what I mean? Because like, you're just like, yes. So it's a way to sort of cheer for us individually.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to watch this movie as we talk about this movie. It's called Under the Skin. So we recommend you might want to watch it too. Because, yeah, it's good to be informed about the film, especially this film. There's a lot to talk about. It's going to be an interesting one, I think. Okay, please subscribe to our channel. We should have said that right at the start. Damn it.
Oh, yeah.
Please, at one subscription, I think we're up to 450,000 meals for a hungry child
Wow.
in our community. And that's what one subscription does.
But it's 450,000 meals only for one child.
correct.
He gets those 450,000
Wow.
meals for the rest of his life.
All at
Correct.
once?
Each subscriber gives one child 450,000 meals.
At
Right.
once.
But that's
All
that's
at
great.
the same time.
That's a
lot.
They have
Not
to-
at the
they
same
have to
time.
figure out how to store it.
Well, it got complicated now.
Anyway, how would you not click subscribe? You monster.
It's free. It's free for you. What the hell?
Yeah, jeez. All right. Any feedback? Feedback on retractions?
Yeah, I have a
corrections?
retraction on
Yeah,
myself.
who's got a
Oh,
retraction?
shit. In the Con Air episode, I mentioned that GMC owned Cadillac.
Mm.
They do not.
Mm.
GM owns Cadillac. That's right. I go back and listen to our episodes so I can see when I fuck up.
Someone's got to.
Makes one of
Just
us.
that C was the only difference. I shouldn't say.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys have any retractions?
Nope.
Good.
Never do.
Move on.
All right. Sock game is back. Sock game
Let's
is
go.
back. We got
Oh,
home field
shoot.
socks. Got the home field with the black stripe. I know I have it on the right foot, even though you can't see it because my sock told me which foot it should be in.
Mm-hmm.
Homefieldapparel.com.
These socks come with instructions,
Mm-hmm.
which is, for some of us, it's welcome.
Homefield thought, I know we have socks figured out, but let's figure them out a little bit even more better by putting which foot they go on.
More better. That's one of my favorite phrases.
More better.
Ooh, more better.
Yeah.
So good job, Homefield.
All right. We're spoiling this movie that came out from the year of our Lord, 2013. It is called Under the Skin.
So you live alone?
Yes,
You think I'm pretty?
I know, gorgeous.
Come to me. You don't want to wake up, do you?
Okay, let's talk the numbers. The numbers on this movie. This one was a big old failure, guys. Big old failure
Big
at
old
the box
bomb.
office. 13 mil to make, which is, I don't know, it didn't seem like a very, I mean, you had a big star, I guess, but just one.
Well, there's some VFX in it.
There's some VFX. Yeah. There are. But
Some good
there is.
VFX.
But yeah, 13 mil to make. Raked in about 7. Raked in about 7. So that one hurts. That burns. That
Not
stinks.
surprised.
Got another 350 out of me. So, we can add that to the pile. All right. This one directed by Jonathan Glazer, who a lot of people seem to like.
Mm-hmm.
But he hasn't done very many movies. He's not a prolific director. Even though he's been doing it for a while. He did kind of his first big one was Sexy Beast,
Great movie.
which I remember seeing in the theater and like acting like I liked it, but I wasn't sure why.
I saw it later in life, and I'm like, is this a Tarantino movie? Like
I know I
felt
should go
Tarantino.
back and watch it again.
Check it out. It's
I
good.
just remember a
I hadn't
big
even
rock
heard of it.
rolling down a hill.
Yeah,
It
been
was a-
into the pool.
Yeah.
It stays with you. The visuals in that one.
Yeah.
I couldn't
I
even
should
tell
go
you
back.
what's in it, but like I remember like the conversations on a terrace in like a
Yeah, a lot of talking.
Southern California.
Old
Yeah.
guys
one of
in
his first
Speedos.
films?
It's his first one.
Oh,
his
his
first
first one.
feature. Yeah.
Birth. Have you seen
Yeah.
Birth? I've not
Actually,
seen
I like that
one.
even better than Sexy Beast. I think that's his lowest rated movie though. People say it's sort of a flawed movie, but I really loved it. Nicole Kidman, great performance in that. So
And then the pretty recent Zone of Interest, which I really wanted to see, and I know is highly acclaimed, so I'm sure I'll get around to it. But yeah, anybody seen that?
Yeah,
Zone of
I have
Interest?
not. That was a big Oscar buzz last year, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
probably my least favorite of his 4, but it's still really a great movie.
So that's kind of it in terms of directing movies. He's done other stuff. He actually did a bunch of music videos back in the day, as tends to be a path for a
A lot
feature
of them.
film director. Probably the biggest and most iconic one, and really one of the biggest and most iconic music videos, at least of the 90s, if not all time. Virtual Insanity by Jamiroquai.
Oh, really?
You guys remember that video where he's
I remember
the
the
floor
artist.
is moving?
I gotta
And
take
you-
this
Oh,
blazer
yeah.
off,
Is
dude.
it-
I'm
You over there cooking?
cooking.
Yeah.
I tried for Halloween. Hey,
It's
happy
okay.
Halloween, everybody! I
Well,
forgot to
you're
say.
covered with the undershirts. so.
Happy
It's made
Halloween.
out of-
Damn, I really thought we were going to go the whole podcast
made
and
out
not
of
even
trash
reference.
bags.
You did good.
This
you
thing
did
does
good.
not breathe at all. Wow.
No.
Anyway, so I went back today and I watched that Jamiroquai video again, and it's really not that cool anymore. It's just
Oh, just not
yeah,
as
it's just
original?
not. I actually went in like thinking it was going to be really awesome, and it just
Well, the fact that they did it practically is
yeah,
cool.
it was a cool idea, and at the time it was really cool. But maybe it's just because it's just old, and I just have seen it a million times.
Who are the
I
other
don't know.
guys that do a bunch of weird set piece? kind of
Okay,
video?
Go.
Okay, go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right, who is in Under the Skin? Well, you got ScarJo. That's mostly it. A few other
Sorry, I
people
wouldn't.
have acting credits in this movie, but a lot of them actually don't. Most of the people in this movie don't even have a Wikipedia page. The most notable one is probably Adam Pearson. He's like the guy with the sort of the facial deformity, who, as we were talking about a little bit just a few minutes ago, was in a pretty highly acclaimed film last year called A Different Man.
Yep.
And was nominated for some awards, and he's been in a few other things, and he's kind of like a presenter and stuff. So he's kind of a known person. He's a British guy. But this was actually his first thing.
I was excited to see
What
him in
a
this film.
first role to have.
Yeah, quite a.
Excuse
quite a
me,
first
sir.
role.
Would you like to be in a movie where you are fully naked and
And eaten by
yeah.
an alien.
you know that? Yeah. Sure.
Yes, sir.
And he went for it.
Anyways, so yeah, not a lot of star power in this one overall, though. So, quick refresher about the criteria for the movies we talk about. Got to be fresh with audiences and rotten with critics, or vice versa on Rotten Tomatoes, and the disparity needs to be 20% or so. So, on Rotten Tomatoes, Under the Skin is at 83%, which is pretty good.
With critics, yeah.
Pretty good with critics. And not terrible with the popcorn people, 55.
Yeah.
55. So, they kind of liked it too. Didn't love it. So yeah, we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that disparity. Before we do, we're going to talk about a couple of sponsors. One of them is Onkyo. We like Onkyo. They make great speakers, great receivers, kind of the Lexus of sound. Is that what we called them sometimes? It's
Sometimes.
yeah.
Like
We
the
have
work,
done
like
that
the
before.
reliable workhorse, you know?
Yeah, but also luxury.
Right. Like you're not
Right.
paying for the only thing you're paying for is the quality. You're not paying for the name.
Right. You're not nothing extra.
And the
Nothing
physical
extra.
speaker.
Well,
Well,
that's
yeah,
yeah.
that's correct.
I think we arrived at eargasmic. That's been our latest, right? Yeah, or did I jump the shark?
There
on
were a
the
couple. There were a
quotes?
couple.
Yeah, there was like have a big eargasm was one.
You have a big orgasm.
I don't necessarily know if we phrased it that way.
I think it was.
I think we discovered
did.
we discovered our first.
We've been
eargasm.
workshopping.
Yeah.
We've been workshopping.
Lube up your ear holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Old Elk, we got the fucking Old Elk gauntlet here tonight. Good Lord. Good gravy.
Oh yeah, we got all. Well, we don't have every variety. There's probably 15 other ones too.
The
But
cigar cut.
we're drinking the cigar cut right now. It's pretty delicious.
Yeah, it is pretty delicious,
There's
I must
the
say. And
port cask finish.
it's the four. Yeah, what
Yeah,
else
so
we got here?
we'll go down the line here. If you're not watching, I'm going left to right. Well, my left to your right.
This is how
We got
stay
the
hydrated.
regular old elk, the regular old elk, and then we got the old whatchamacallit, rye. It's the rye. Then we've got a port cask finish, and then I feel like in the kitchen with David on QVC right now. And then over here, this one's sold out. Sorry, folks, sold out. No, I'm just kidding. This
3
one-
easy payments of $39.95.
yeah, Easy Pay. We got cigar cut on Easy Pay.
Yeah, that cigar cut. It's complex and delicious and ambrosial
And strong.
and strong
56
and straight gas.
Bros.
Yeah, it's getting us there.
Yeah, I'm
it's getting
probably
us there.
gonna have only 3 or 4 more of these.
Yeah, potent stuff. Speaking of ambrosial, though, now into the Ambrosialist, our top sponsor. New show this fall on CBS. And Ben, no need for the music tonight,
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
because we're gonna switch things up just a little bit. So obviously, you know the Ambrosialist. As I said, 9/8 Central. It's on NBC, CBS, Paramount Plus. Everything. Everyone's fighting over it.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, this fall on Disney Plus Cartoon Mornings,
Yeah.
Is there a spinoff?
we've got Lil Ambrose.
Oh, shoot. Little Ambrose.
Ambrose.
Oh, man, I'm so excited about this.
It's a new show. It's a new animated show. Well, I actually, I
Rated
think
TVMA.
no, this is for kids.
It's for kids. Okay,
No,
good.
it's a fun, quirky kid show. Obviously a spinoff from the hit Paramount Plus series, The Ambrosialist. It still actually stars Zachary Quinto.
yeah, for the
He's
voices.
still
Yeah,
in it.
same voice
All
cast.
voice, yep.
yeah.
And it's kind of like one of those, like there's some live action segments and there's some kind of cartoon segments. It's really cool. So for the live action stuff, they're actually still using Kento, and they're like AIing him into like a child's body,
love
basically.
that.
So
Yeah,
we can
I love
just
that.
avoid working with child actors.
That's
Right.
that's
So
wonderful.
That's so smart.
That's wonderful.
Right.
Why don't they do that more?
It's going to include Lil Teddy Danson. Obviously, that's going to be played by Ted Danson as well. And anyways, so the show's all about the Ambrosialist's formative years as sort of this, young, aspiring alcoholic and kind of child whiskey distiller. And he'll get into all sorts of hijinks. His dog Snifter is amazing.
Snifter.
It's like his best pal. And he gets in all these hijinks with Lil Wet Willie.
Brian Cox?
Yeah. We've got young Brian
And
Cox.
it's still Brian Cox playing the character, right?
It is.
Okay.
Totally.
Okay.
And I all I know about the first episode is Lil Wet Willie creates a mobile distillery and he brings it to the school science fair. And all the parents get outraged. Outraged.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then they get wasted. Right? Right? Am I right? It's going to be a great show.
He butters up all the parents, and then all of a sudden they're all
It's
on
going to be a
board.
great Lil Wet Willie. You know him. He's amazing.
I feel like that show could win an Emmy.
Yeah,
It sounds like it.
it probably will win a lot of awards.
Isn't Ambrosialist won an Emmy? Didn't they just win an Emmy? Did the Emmys just air?
The
right?
Emmys just aired. Yeah.
Ambrosialist won what, 3 or 4 of them, right?
I thought it was more like 6.
Was it more? Oh, it might have just been 3 or 4
total.
just in one category. Anyway,
Yeah, there was like 9
swept,
noms.
Yeah, they swept a lot of the stuff.
Anyways, Lil Ambrose, it's gonna be a great show.
Cool.
So yeah, coming to Disney Plus Cartoon Mornings.
Dang.
So yeah. Tell your kids.
Are the decanters involved?
I can watch with my kids.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll find out.
I don't know. I don't know a lot.
All
I don't know
right.
a lot.
Okay.
All right, let's rate this film, Under the Skin.
Well, I'll start.
Oh,
Unless you were
okay.
going to say you'll start.
No, I do not want to start.
Well, I'm only volunteering to start because I feel like I never start, and also I picked the movie. So
Yes,
I'll
please.
start.
You did.
I picked this movie. I'd seen it before. I knew that I liked it. I think 10 plus years ago when I saw it, I didn't appreciate it as much as I thought that I would upon another watch. That's why I wanted to pick it, wanted to see, right? And I tend to go for the movies that have the higher critic, lower audience. I mean, I go for all kinds, but that tends to be the ones that I resonate with. So I did like this movie. Liked it more the second time I watched it than the first time. Again, like I said, Jonathan Glazer, I've seen all 4 of his, big feature-length movies. I've liked all 4 of them. This one's probably my second or third favorite of the 4. But yeah, I love this movie because I've seen a lot of alien movies, and the aliens just seem like human versions of aliens, right? It's like what a human would think an alien is. I loved this movie because these aliens stayed alien the entire time. I never knew what the hell they were doing. I had no context for what they were doing. There was no backstory. It seemed like this is what an alien would really be like. Completely alien to a human. So I really credited the movie for that. I also liked it because, it's the point of view of the alien. And I don't really feel like we get that too often. I mean, Alf would be a point of view of an alien.
what a great show.
But I can't think of many, and that just came to me. I don't know why that was on my head.
We
But
can talk about Alf more.
I can't think of many other shows that are movies that are from the point of view of the alien, especially movies that take place on Earth. How many of those are there? I don't know. So I thought that was very unique. And then I also think this movie was highly infected with just a lot of SDTs. A lot of SDT infection. And that's a good thing around here. And if you haven't been around very often, SDT stands for show, don't tell. And this movie only shows and barely tells, maybe to its detriment. I don't know. I don't think so, but others might.
Okay.
So many SDTs. 81 is what I'm going to give this movie. 81.
Look at the detail on that number.
Look at that. It's not a 7, it's a 1. That's called a serif.
Yeah.
Chris,
Yeah,
in the design world.
Yeah, that's really nice.
We call that a descender.
That's really nice.
No, we don't. Thanks.
I was really confused as to how to rank this movie. But I did enjoy it the more I think about it. But I'm still stuck above the audience at 66.
Hey, that's the episode number we're on.
Yeah,
I realized that after yeah, 66. I mean, I did enjoy it. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, that's very intriguing. And Brian, you made a good point. Like, it is from the perspective of an alien that would act alien in our world. And it also does a lot of show, don't tell. And I think I appreciate that. I think a lot of the audience were really shitting on this film for a lot of reasons. Most of it was just boring. But
I think that was the main reason
I was really
saw,
intrigued. I think, yes, it is very slow. That's a big gripe of mine. But I still was like enthralled. Like, what was the next thing that happened? What's going to happen? They could have really cut it down and made it more efficient. But I did enjoy it. So it's hard to go a whole lot below that. So
glad to hear it. Yeah.
Good stuff.
I am going to say 55. And my reason is it's almost basically a silent film. Like you could watch this movie without anything going on. You could know what is happening and not have to listen to any of the dialogue. I liked that part of it. It is just very slow, and I can't recommend it to people because I can't be like, oh, you really like this.
Yeah.
And then they fall asleep in the first 10 minutes like my wife did. I enjoyed it. I don't know that it's for everyone.
Yeah, that's a great debate. I mean, I don't know who I could recommend this to. Like, definitely not general audience.
Oh, this is definitely not a movie for everyone,
But-
for sure. But
Yeah.
some of the greatest movies are in the same boat.
I'd be intrigued to give it on a rewatch and appreciate more, maybe, or if I'm going to find more holes in it. So
I did like the cinematography. I liked the plotting forward and how the alien just kind of like moves through the world.
Yeah.
I liked all of that. It is very slow and like it doesn't. For me, it didn't feel like there was an arc or any kind of like. It just kind of felt like it went like this and then ended.
like plot-wise, movie-wise, or like character-wise? Okay.
Plot-wise.
Because the character has a strong arc in
Character-wise,
this,
yeah.
but
The character
but
has
I
a
can
strong
see,
arc,
Yeah.
but like
Plot-wise,
plot-wise,
yeah, I
it just
can
kind
see
of goes straightforward and then ends.
It could almost have been a short film.
Yes, yeah. I think I might have liked it a little bit more if it was a short film.
Yeah.
But yeah, 55 is what I give it.
Nice.
All right. So I'm noticing a progression here. We are
We're going down
We're
and down.
cascading downwards. I'm at 33 on this
Oh,
one.
shoot.
33. And that's what minus 12 on Reagan. Reagan better
liked
film.
Reagan
Better film.
more.
I definitely liked Reagan more. There's no question. Yeah, guys, we're obviously again. I can see why people like this movie. I can understand that. Let me just get out there and say that first. But I thought it was a stinker because not fun, unenjoyable, not interesting or captivating to me really in any way, and it felt very pretentious to me and completely impractical in like a lot of ways, like, and which is maybe kind of in some ways like as you were talking about, it's from the aliens' point of view, so it would seem impractical to us, some of the things they do and decisions they make. So I guess I kind of get that. To me, this is like a below average movie that's masquerading as some sort of like artful high level film, I guess. I will say there's a few things I liked about the movie. I didn't give this a 10. I think I was kind of actually getting pulled in both directions a lot. I felt in this movie, like there were a few things I really liked about it actually, and a few things and more things that I really didn't like. But almost it was like polarizing in my own mind, which kind of ended with on the lower end of it. But it wasn't like I thought this was like a middling movie. It's still kind of an interesting movie. It was interesting to watch. I just didn't like it. And I also want to say I thought this movie had a lot more potential, and we're going to talk about, I think, in a hot pocket, one very simple thing that would have made this movie way more interesting.
Ooh, I love that.
to
I
me.
love when
I love
that.
that yeah.
or we can
when you can
change up
find
about
one
it.
thing. It's like, do you remember Passengers? That was the classic.
Yeah.
You know, so I watched a video essay on Passengers. If you've not seen it, it's Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence. And,
Oh yes, yeah.
you know, it's been out for a while. So spoilers, if you haven't seen Passengers, skip
You and I
forward
discussed this.
30 seconds. But basically Chris Pratt, they're on a ship. It's going to take 100 and some years to get somewhere. And his thing malfunctions. He wakes up and he tries to not wake someone else up, but he wakes someone else up, kind of ruins their life. But then he gets somebody. And the whole point was one thing could have changed to make the movie way better. And that's if they did not tell us that he woke her up until she found out.
Yeah.
That way it's like a reveal. So like to your point, I love when there's one little thing you can change on about a movie, and it's like, oh, it becomes way
For
better.
me, this would have been at least 30 points better.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about it.
So yeah, we'll talk about that.
Wow.
All right. This is Critical Mess.
have a friend.
Yes, we have a little dog. We got a little dog with us,
body heat.
and we're very pleased about it. Oh, hello, little dog. This is gonna
Pixel.
This is gonna help. Yeah, this is Pixel. This is
will
gonna
get
help
real-
our
it'll get
views
views.
go up
It
way,
should. Cute
way
dogs
more.
usually do, right?
Oh yes.
When you go
Yeah.
back and look at the YouTube and it's like most rewatched segment, it's gonna be
This will be our top short. This will be our top short. Pixel the dog coming in, saying what's up. Pixel, what did you rate this movie?
One to Daddy.
Yeah, what are we gonna?
Pixel gave this movie like a 20
Yeah, well,
Pixel didn't like
there's
it very
a
much.
there's
Well,
a dog
Pixel's
in
a
here.
dumb fucking dog. so
No.
he didn't get it.
Pixel knows what's up. Pixel knows that this movie was pretentious.
Well, guess what? Skelly gave this movie 150.
Well,
I don't see a sign.
That's fine.
I don't see them as a host. So
all right.
Shut up.
All right. This is Critical Mess. Brian, Grizz, Ben. Those are the people here. Critics, audiences didn't agree on this one. I'm a little more with the people, the popcorn
Yeah.
people. You guys are a little bit more with the.
what were they rated? What were the popcorn people at?
It was 55. So
You know,
it was-
okay.
Here's the thing, though. These are good episodes because everyone's opinions can be represented here. The
Yeah,
people
yeah,
who hated it
that's
and the
right.
people
Exactly
who loved
right.
it. So
That's right.
good stuff.
I'll be curious if anybody changes their score this episode.
Half of
let's-
those people are right, but the other half are wrong.
Well, yeah. Let's debate that.
Didn't say which.
The people are always right. Critics Brian
just look around the country.
is the
people
critic
are all
of just
critics.
Everybody calm down. Critics or the critic? Critic or the critics?
Critic of the critics.
That's Brian. He's going to talk about critic reviews. What do you got?
Well, our critic consensus on Rotten Tomatoes states thusly: its message may prove elusive for some, but with absorbing imagery and a mesmerizing performance from Scarlett Johansson, Under the Skin is a haunting viewing experience. Pixel agrees.
I know.
Agree.
Very much so.
Andrew O'Heher, Salon.com. Guys, we're coming out of the gate with a salon and then a slate. So just get ready.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just get ready. We're coming. We're with the left now.
Yes. Yes, we are.
It's good, fine to be. I love to be there. One of the many startling things about Under the Skin is how I didn't say who it was. Andrew O'Heher, Salon.com. Actually, I probably did say that. Ben, cut that out. One of the many startling things about Under the Skin is how complicated and distressing a story can be told with almost no dialogue and absolutely no explanation or backstory. I thought that was an interesting one because I think it's true, but I don't necessarily know if that's a good or a bad thing.
I just don't think that makes a movie good. You can do it. Just because you can do it doesn't mean it makes it good.
Now, I personally think that it is done very good in this movie. Done very well in this movie.
They done it good.
Done it good.
Brian.
Damn, man, I'm just losing all
We
kind
did
of
Joe Dirt
credibility
last
over
week.
Done
here.
it real good.
Losing it all here. But I think it was done well in this movie, but I also agree that that thing alone cannot. I mean, you could have a very uncohesive, terrible movie that fits that same criteria. So, but I did want to point out that it does have a lot of showing, not telling. And that's really welcome because I feel like we've been watching so many movies like fucking Joe Dirt and Man of Steel that it's just like, all right, let's tell the audience everything because they're stupid. And now it's like, finally a movie that just like lets me experience it. How about Dan? I didn't bold his name, so I can't read it from far away. Dan Coyce, Slate. I was willing to watch more to discover what was underneath the surface. Once I found out, I was frozen in place. And then Scarlett Johansson and Jonathan Glazer had their way with me.
That does sound like some liberal bullshit.
My question was, did ScarJo and John Glow have their way with you?
No, sir. It did not. That was a weird review, man.
That was weird. I just read it for the humor. Mark, hang on. I got to go one size larger here, Riz. There we go.
Smart. There you go. You
I just
figured it out.
can't read.
You can
Where's
do
my
it.
readers at?
You can do it.
Mark Savlov, Austin Chronicle. A cinematic happening near guaranteed to get under your skin and into your head for far longer than is comfortable. Did the movie stay with you?
I didn't like how he used the name of the film to describe the film. Bad review.
You know what?
Oh, you don't think that was
Nick,
clever?
I won't say most, half of the critic reviews riffed on this movie like getting under your skin or staying under your skin, and I thought that was such low-hanging fruit. I was very surprised.
Yeah.
I was disappointed.
They get paid for this.
Yeah, so I didn't read, there's no more on this list, but that guy riffed on it, so yeah. Let's not answer the question because we don't respect that pun.
Pixel hates it.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
How about Peter Howell, Toronto Star? Most of Under the Skin operates on an almost subconscious level. The truth is out there in Glazer's screenplay, which he co-wrote with Walter Campbell, but it's intuitive rather than didactic. What are your thoughts on intuitive versus didactic?
Give me some didactic, man.
Didactic?
Mhm.
I need some didactic. That means it has a teaching quality.
Yeah, so Nick clearly understands what didactic means. I didn't. I looked it up.
I didn't.
So didactic, it's just more like it's kind of telling you. You might disagree with this, but it's like, all right, let me.
It means like holding your hand with the story.
It's almost
a little
like
bit more.
it's kind of like
Less-
let me explain this to you so you understand
less
it.
interpretation,
Yeah.
more direct, and I needed more of that in this movie, frankly. And I understand why some people don't and some people do.
Almost to me, like that totally explains the differences in our scores because, like, yes, that your score makes sense if you prefer didactic in this movie to intuitive, but I preferred just all the texture and vibe and ambiance.
I think the genre had a big part of that. I think in horror, I want to be told the details and the story in more detail. Yeah, just I want to have a little more hand
What was
holding.
this movie categorized as?
Well, it's categorized as sci-fi.
Okay.
I picked it because I thought it was horror.
I think you can definitely call this horror.
Yeah, I would say
almost call it horror
I think
first.
the more you think about it, the more horror it is.
I agree.
Yeah,
But I think at the base level, yes, it is a sci-fi.
because it's got an alien in it doesn't mean it's. I mean, Alien is the ultimate horror movie.
You know,
damn near.
here's what's funny about sci-fi. We talk about sci-fi as a genre, but like you could almost have any genre be a sci-fi movie. You could have a sci-fi comedy. You could have a sci-fi action movie. You could have a sci-fi horror movie. So I wonder if sci-fi is kind of a weird way to talk about a genre. Because I agree. I think this is
I
horror.
get you. Yeah. Yep.
How about Christy Lemire of ChristyLemire.com? She's a top critic. Okay, so she's been, she's got the credentials. Pondering the questions, reveling in the mysteries, that's what matters. And I haven't even said the words naked Scarlett Johansson yet. I had to read that because, let's just get it out there. And then Matt Zoller cites RogerEbert.com. Same kind of idea here, but Johansson has to be at once achingly specific and so general. There's a dog on me. Achingly specific and so general that you can hang all manner of symbols on her. Somehow she pulls it off. So that's the serious review of those two Scarlett Johansson reviews. And my question for you guys is, how was Scarlett Johansson in this movie?
I thought she told a lot with very little. I thought it was very interesting how she emoted and slowly progressed throughout the film. I just wasn't a fan. Like Nick, I got bored a lot of the time with her performance, even though it was strong in a lot of cases. But I think a lot of these scenes were just way too drawn out, and it lost me on how well she acted.
I agree. There were some long scenes, but do you feel like could you have cast somebody better? Or, I mean,
she was one of the better parts of the movie.
Yeah, she was definitely one of the better parts of the movie. I think the hard part is if you can't recast it. I think it, like Ben hit it, it could have been a short film. I would have, because I feel like I got the plot of this film in the first 10 minutes, and then it just drug out the same idea.
I also feel like because her accent was so bad that they just were like, let's just not have her talk very much. And then she was just like silent film, like kind of walking around and driving around.
But I have to ask, how much of her acting performance standing out was from the fact that she was pretty much the only real actor in this movie? I mean, with
that's a good
limited
that
exception.
is a good point.
I'm going to try to objectively answer that. I think that she put on an absolute clinic of acting here. I think that because I feel like actors, when they have big bombastic roles, it's I'm not an actor, so I don't know, but I've heard that it's like, okay, you can, it's harder to be subtle, right? And I feel like there's a lot of subtleties in her, that she does a lot with her eyes in this movie, like when she's looking in that mirror and when she's sort of discovering that maybe humans aren't just meat for consumption, but they're an actual thing, So again, I don't think it's Oscar worthy necessarily, but I do think that she plays it perfectly, and she's very, very subdued in the right way.
One of the better parts of the film, for sure.
So so the critics were like, either this is a masterpiece or this is pretty good. But then I didn't read any bad reviews, but there were plenty of critics saying this is overstuffed and pretentious. And just real quick, Nick, I want to say meant to say something before. 9 out of 10 times, or maybe even 49 out of 50 times, when I want to watch a movie, I don't want to watch this movie. This is not a movie where I'm like, oh, should we watch Under the Skin tonight? It's like, no, there is a very specific time and place I watch this movie, but a lot of my favorite movies are like that. I mean, fucking Manchester by the Sea is my second favorite movie, and I'm not putting that on a random Tuesday night. You know what I mean? So to me, I totally understand the not really wanting to watch this movie again, or not even really wanting to watch it the first time, but I still think it's a good movie, really well made from a craft perspective. So anyway, let's go to audience.
Okay.
Yeah, popcorn people.
Popcorn people coming in hot. All unnamed, I think, for the most part. This is a 3 out of 5. Not quite sure what to make of this. Confusing, yet it draws you in. Second viewing required. Now, I am curious
I actually agree with that. 100% agree. Second viewing is required.
Curious, because I am middle of the road, higher than critic, or higher than audience, but lower than critic. Because I enjoy the concept. I think it was really, I love movies that make you, they world build, but they leave you questioning a lot of things. They don't, spoon feed you anything. And this movie did it. And I think that's a hard middle ground where I really debated, is this a 60 or is this an 80?
Yeah.
And I couldn't go much higher than that with my score. So
we're watching the scene where they're underwater and the dude turns into just skin. You're right. Yeah. This is a horror movie, Nick. This is fucking chilling.
I thought it was supposed to be a horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I have no idea what this movie was about. I had no clue. So it was interesting to see the alien aspect of it all.
I just want to know how they did that.
Well, I watched a lot of behind the scenes on how they did the sound design for this.
Oh, really?
How they created the set. So it's all black and it looks shiny, and they have this little pool that the person goes down into. And then they were doing, I think that was just VFX and stuff.
Next one, 0.5 star out of 5. I'll never get back the 108 minutes of my life. Without a doubt, one of the strangest and worst films I've ever seen. How Scarlett Johansson got sucked into this movie is beyond me. The artsy critics seem to love the movie. The average moviegoer, not so much. I wouldn't waste my time watching this. So he did.
Did you find a lot? I skimmed through a bunch of audience. I've never seen a movie that was so 1 star or 5 stars.
Yes.
Like this movie was very polarizing. People loved it or hated it.
I really enjoyed it. I think that's what's hard is like, I just couldn't, I can't, it's hard to like, it's not rewatchable and I can't recommend it to a lot of people.
It's only rewatchable to figure out what the fuck's happening. Not because you enjoy, like, I want to watch that movie again.
I feel like I figured out everything. And I don't know.
Lost.
I think there's a lot of like, maybe there's visual cues that I didn't catch, like Ben was talking about, or there's like things like that. And on a second watch, maybe, but I feel like did you catch everything out of the gate? Like, did you catch the themes?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like even the scene we're watching right now where she gets the rose from the guy and then she realizes there's blood on her hand.
Yeah.
Like, and she's like reacting to it and having all these realizations. When I was first watching this, I had no idea what the fuck was happening. I was like, what is she thinking? What?
Yeah.
And then on the second watch, I'm like, oh, okay. Now that I know her arc, now I understand this is like a very important moment for her, like empathy or whatever. So
all the vignettes slowly but surely give her a small tidbit of human nature and what's good and what's bad. But like she sees bits of like, oh, all the good, and she's ramping up to like getting her own personality, and then gets fucking beat down at the end.
Yeah,
I mean, brutal. So I think the whole rose thing is interesting because this guy is out there giving out roses to be nice, but he's literally giving his blood to do it.
So you're just more perceptive than I am, Chris.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like the stuff like that is really interesting, but it's just I think it's a
that
long
whole scene was
movie.
just so ridiculous and inconceivable, though. I'm sorry.
Which one?
We can keep going.
The rose scene?
Yeah. So there's this dude across the parking lot that's just like, give a rose to this girl. And then he like has this horrible hand wound that just like, that's like, okay.
It's bleeding profusely across the roses.
It seemed pretty realistic to me. I could see.
I've seen guys selling roses before. I haven't seen one bleeding out.
Maybe there was a little bit more extra blood.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But that's kind of why I feel like it's a revenge movie from a female perspective.
Yeah.
It's just because this guy's doing whatever he can. He's still trying to hit on her. You know, like he's actively bleeding, and he's still like, "Here's a rose, please like me."
Well, he wasn't.
No,
it was the guy across the way.
The rose.
Oh yeah,
he was selling roses to her. Yeah. But next one, 1 out of 5. ScarJo is hot, but that's the only thing which I liked about this movie. Is her hotness the only thing that you liked about this movie?
I'll read one audience review. It goes right along with that.
Yeah, there were a lot of these.
John W. Here's the only one I need to read.
John W.
John W. He goes, here's his review. Ready? Scarlett Johansson naked for goodness sake, and still people are complaining.
I like the accent. That's nice.
Yeah, that's good.
I think there were interesting. The inconsistency of cinematography is hard. The black, what would you call the place that she's bringing these people? The depths of the black.
They don't tell us.
They don't tell you, but a void or whatever.
Another dimension.
I think that cinematography was gorgeous. It was really interesting, but the rest was just like shaky cam. None of it was like, it was all asymmetrical or it was off. You know, the camera movements were shaky sometimes and not always. A lot of it was perspective. So they're walking behind people like this shot, or they're just like, if someone's running or walking, they're shaking and walking the camera. So a lot of it's perspective. And I think for me, it just throws me off. It just makes me feel, I don't know, maybe it was supposed to be uneasy.
I was just hoping for like, I mean, call me old fashioned, but I wanted more of a reveal. Like the ambiguity with the whole, you know, I get they were like turning guys into like alien, like meat or something. But like, I wanted to see.
They were eating the humans.
Yeah. I wanted to see the meat factory. I wanted to see him. I didn't want to see the conveyor belt that was like in a black room.
Nick, I thought you saw the meat factory. If you know what I mean.
Ben, we're almost to Marquee Mess. We're almost there, bud. We're real close.
But here, that's what I liked about this movie was in any other movie about aliens, the reveal is like something that humans can understand. But I think actual aliens, even if they revealed, we wouldn't understand what we were seeing because it's something that's completely alien to us.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
And so when they were showing like that conveyor belt, which you couldn't even tell what that was. Like, what was that in a room? Was that underwater?
Yeah,
was that?
Yeah.
And even when they're under that stuff, it's like, are they underwater? Are they under goo? Are they in some sort of a like? None of it made any sense to us.
I think it was a fifth dimension that we cannot comprehend.
And that's what I loved because I think that they did reveal everything that they could reveal about these aliens to us, but none of it made sense because they're alien. I guess I don't know how else to.
I totally.
But I see what you're saying,
and I see what you're saying.
It's cathartic to sort of be like, oh, like let me zoom out and see
eventually
where
the
they're at.
blackness, reveals some sort of something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm simple.
A movie that I can compare this to heavily is Annihilation. that I think is a far greater movie.
Again, another Alex Garland.
Yes,
Yeah, he's great.
another Garland. And so I think that was a far more interesting film. They had a lot better acting across the board. The payoff was a lot more interesting. Like you had to think about it a little bit more.
Yeah, it had a better payoff.
Yeah, and I think
I want to watch Annihilation again afterwards.
Yes.
Like that's a movie that I want to watch.
It was a good
again.
movie.
Yeah.
It was a good
and
movie.
I think that is similar to this, but this one just did a lot of things way worse. So it's hard to kind of.
What did this movie do? What do you mean it did worse?
I just think a lot of the things I've talked about is like how the scenes are drawn out. Like there's no purpose for that. Like why are we sitting there and hanging on a scene for 10, 12, 15 minutes?
I only got
someone just sitting at a table.
Well, I don't think there was that long. I there was only one scene on here where it lingered, and I was like, "Why is it lingering?" It only happened one time. Every other time it lingered. Like even now, so like we're literally seeing Scarlett Johansson just walk down a street for a long time, but there's so much going on in this scene because she like it's starting her arc, right? So everyone is still like an object. She's not seeing humans. Yeah. Then she falls, and then all of a sudden, this is the first time when she actually understands that humans are kind to people, and she starts actually thinking, this is not just meat for my consumption. These are actual individuals with their own lives, and I'm going to have empathy for them. Speciesism. That's what this movie's about. So, but again, there were a couple of scenes. They lingered a little long. I agree. That's my flip the script.
30 seconds from her. I love this scene.
Grizz, I'm with you, but I like this.
Yeah, but you're supposed to be
example.
Experiencing this and thinking about it, and there's sound design happening. I don't know. I think the movie lets you breathe.
The sound design is what
sound
design is very good.
Very good. Yeah, the
we're not getting any
soundtrack,
of that
that
right now.
weird orchestrated, like the ripping of the strings, all that stuff is so interesting.
Also, the fact that they mask a lot of the dialogue with background noise on purpose, just to make it feel disjointed.
And it's so thickly Scottish that you can't even understand what they're talking about. I had to have subtitles on.
But that's what I'm saying about how it could be a short film or a silent film. Like you could literally not understand.
Yeah, they could just be
it.
speaking gibberish.
Right, they could be gibberish, Sims gibberish, and
I think that speaks highly of the movie.
Yeah, well, I'm also 55, so I mean, I didn't hate it. It just is like it could have been shorter.
Yeah.
Now she's seeing humans. Now she's seeing people. This is the first time she's actually looked and seen actual people, and she's watching them.
All
and
right,
she's understanding.
Brian, I want to hear what you didn't like. Okay,
What I
want to
didn't
hear
like?
what you didn't like because we're gonna flip
what's
the
that
script.
10%?
We're gonna flip the script.
20%.
Tell us what was not good about this movie, Brian.
There was a couple scenes that were boring, that were too long.
We just ruined that, but that's okay. It was,
Oh shit! Yeah. Wait, let me actually read what I wrote.
that was my fault.
Flip the script. Here's what I wrote. Some scenes were too slow for me. That's my flip the script.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just hanging on shots for days.
Yep.
Yeah.
If I made this movie, I would have made it 15 to 20 minutes shorter.
Yeah. All right. You just said the music and the sound design I thought was very good.
Yeah.
I thought it was very good. And kind of related to that, I thought just which added to the vibe, just the whole vibe, the rain, the nighttime. Very good.
Well, how many movies are shot in Scotland? Like that's kind of a cool, like,
interesting
place.
setting.
Yeah.
So the vibey stuff was good. Chris, what did you not like?
What did I not like? Again, I think it's just length for sure. Cinematography was kind of inconsistent. I think there were some really cool, interesting scenes. There's scenes like this where
this is a great scene.
Weird.
With all the for people listening, it's all the overlays of her.
It's almost like an X-ray
She's
scan.
overwhelmed by humanity, and she's trying to make sense of it as she's sort of understanding humans. So
See, I get that. I just don't like why mix up the film with something that wildly creative and visual when nothing else looks like that outside of like the dark zone or like whatever that void is. Because that's interesting. It's dark. It fits the tone of the film.
I think that needed to be there. But the rest of the time when she's like on the beach and like walking around.
Yeah.
I'm trying to answer the question. I mean,
yeah,
sure.
I don't know. There's scenes like that.
Well,
just
here,
felt
okay.
Weird.
I will say this real quick. Jonathan Glazer, they had their first script, their first couple of scripts, which had way more going on and way more story, but they didn't get the budget for it. So there would have been more of that, but they just didn't have the budget, so they had to scale it back. That might
probably
be
would have paid off a little bit more for me to see that more
Mm-hmm.
consistently or throughout. But I get why it's there. I understand the visuals of it. But,
Okay. Flip that script.
Can we get a wapau? Good. We put some respect on it that time.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I.
No, so I was talking.
We were
to you.
both.
I know
we both disrespected it.
Yeah, it was not great, but we made up for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we're moving on to Marquee Mess. That's the
motherfucker.
segment where we rename the film. We're going to rename the film. And boy, I went pure sophomoric tonight, guys.
Me too.
Oh, no.
We are not. It's all low hanging fruit tonight.
Also, a title.
Yes. Yes.
Good job, Ben.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well
Low hanging
done, Ben.
fruit is Ben's official first entry to Marquee Mess tonight.
Some of I don't know. Brian, go. Give me a good one. What you got?
The dog, the fog, and the log.
Nice. I like that.
Nice.
Chris, what you got?
Extraterrestrial tender.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Tinder. Uh-huh. Some of mine play on other films, some don't. My first one is Starship Hooters.
Got Scotland Hard.
Nice. I like that one
Nice.
too. That's good.
Hooker and the Hitchhiker.
Yeah, these are all going to be sex jokes.
Well, I mean,
Every
how many
single
times
one.
do you see, I'm sorry
I
to
know.
be explicit,
Well,
but an erect penis in
I
a
know.
movie?
There's
Come
a
on,
lot
man.
of
We
nudity.
have to talk
There's
about
a lot
it.
So
of
much
nudity.
nudity.
And this one, I don't know. I just feel like Ben will like this one.
Okay.
Intergalactic Boner Quest.
I do like that one.
I think Boner Quest is just a fun title.
Boner
Yeah,
Quest
that's
is
good.
But I feel like I had to put a space theme on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked it. I only have one more, so I
Intergalactic.
kind of want
Okay.
to save it.
Oh, dang. Save it? All right, you
Yeah,
save
yeah,
it. I
save
got
it.
like 6 more.
Yeah.
The Black Gak Getaway.
Black Gak. It
Oh,
was
nice.
Black
Yeah,
Gak, wasn't
Black
it?
Gak. Very well done.
There you go.
Yes. Love talking about Gak. How about E.T. Bone Home?
Keep them coming. Wait, so Scarlett Johansson was the huntress, right? So we'll say the huntress with the conscience. Got him.
What?
Wow.
I don't know if I
You
can
didn't
follow
think,
you
you didn't
into
think I
that
was
one.
going to say a bad word on that, and then I
Oh.
tricked you?
No, I got
Okay.
it. I got it.
No. No.
Area 69.
Scarjo.
Area 51. Sorry.
Yeah, no,
It's-
that's good.
It's,
That's good.
not great.
Scarjo, the space hoe.
Nice. Very nice.
I like that.
I
That might be my favorite so
That's
far.
gotta be-
Actually, that is pretty good.
That's my favorite so
That's
far.
pretty good.
Should we vote on our favorite at the end, please?
Well, yeah. I will.
Well, we got a couple more here. Star Horse.
That's just, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What else you got,
Shit.
Chris?
Glassglow Gone Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could do the Black Widow,
That's good, Ben.
Mhm.
which is actually the name
That's
of another
so good.
movie she made.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's why I like it. That's why I
Yeah.
like it. It's a
That's
cross
so good.
promotion.
Oh shit.
Under the Skin Flute.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh shit. Gugon.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. The Day the Earth Got Hard.
Yep.
Okay.
The Venus Van Trap.
Mm-hmm. This is my last one. Invasion of the Booty Snatchers.
Man, that's
Nice.
good stuff.
I got a couple more. You got one more?
Yeah, my last one was Uncut Jimmy's.
God damn it. That's what I was about to say.
Really?
Nice.
Hell yeah.
That's so good. That's really
That's
good.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I
very
got a
good.
couple more. Scarjo Grab and Go
Mm-hmm.
and Skinamax.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, Grizz, you win tonight.
Yeah,
All
that was-
right,
yeah.
sweet.
Well, I don't
Very
know.
nice.
Nick's not done yet. So
No, I'm done.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. I'm done.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Scarjo Space Ho. Like, I'm sorry, but like,
I
that
spent my
needs to be
most
made.
time on that.
That's so good.
by far. When I spend a
I
lot
want
of
that on
time
a
on it, I
t-shirt.
feel good.
Absolutely no research done.
None. I have zero hot pockets. I got no themes and arcs.
All right. This is Critical Mess. We are sponsored by Onkyo. We're all eargasming all night. Isn't that what it is? That's their slogan now.
Soundgasm.
All night
Soundgasms.
multiple orgasms with
Multiple
Multiple
Onkyo.
eargasms. Yes. Old Elk, we aren't really trying much. Well, actually, we are trying.
Cigar
We're
Cut.
trying with the product.
Mhm.
We're on Cigar Cut tonight. We've got the full Old Elk gauntlet
Mm.
lined up here. Delicious.
That's very good.
It's a delicious product.
Could someone pass me the cigar cut, please?
of course.
Mhm.
Here,
Pixel.
cut- give it
Here,
to
let's
me.
pass it
Yeah,
down.
right?
Let's pass it
Passing
down.
it right on down.
Thank you.
Don't
Right
hurt.
on down the line. All right. Yeah, and just a reminder, we'll be back with a full Ambrosialist read next week for the upcoming episode. But just a reminder, Lil Ambrose.
Little Ambrose.
Little Ambrose.
Lil Ambrose is on Disney Plus Cartoon Mornings. He gets into all these adventures with his dog Snifter. It's super cute. It's for the kids.
Mhm.
They do drink, but it's
Apple juice.
it's
tasteful.
fine. It's right. It's we they do it with taste.
I can't wait to
Class.
see the scene where all the parents get drunk at the
class.
science fair. Like,
Yeah.
to me, that
It's-
sounds like comedy gold.
Yeah, that's great.
It is. Yeah, thanks. This there.
Nice.
Okay. So now we're gonna move on. I'm worried about this segment tonight. I do have to go to the bathroom at some point. But we're gonna get to Tharks.
Let's get Tharks out of the way.
Yeah,
so you can
Tharks.
just
Get it out of the way.
So you
Well,
can
hopefully-
pee in freedom.
Okay, talk to us about themes and arcs.
Well, I'm gonna say that the themes of this movie were probably the best part of the movie for me, and that is in the main theme of speciesism. Right. So this movie is a direct indictment on humans. And how we treat animals. I'm sorry, I hate to go there, but that's what this movie's about. And you can say it's any species treating any other species, but Scarlett Johansson's an alien. She doesn't see humans they're not anything other than meat. And then once she actually starts to see them as individuals, she has a crisis of conscience and runs away from her calling or whatever. So to me, it's like you have a superior species that is just using another species as food. And I mean, that's how we treat animals. So I thought that was a very strong theme here. You can see it when she goes to the beach, which that beach scene is maybe the most horrific scene in a movie, especially with that kid that's like just there, like by himself
in the middle of the night.
Well,
in the middle of the
Who
night.
cares about the kid? What about the dog, man?
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I
the
mean,
dog opened the scene, but then they got more horrifying from there.
No,
I just don't understand. Like they didn't come back to that at all. You know what I
it
mean?
did seem like sort of like out of
It
context.
just kind of
like,
just
They did quickly. They talked about it in the news.
And
So
then
they
there
showed
was
the
a
scene.
news.
Did the
They had-
aliens set
they had
that
the-
up?
They had the dog go out, the girl go out, and the dad go out. They all die. And then they cut away to the baby, and it's daytime. They cut away to the baby crying. She looks at it and then just kind of walks away off the beach. Comes back somewhat briefly after that, and it shows the baby at night still crying, laying there.
Right, but like
Yeah.
And then there's a news article or a
it
news.
just shows that it's a hunter going out, killing its prey, and not caring about the prey's young.
I just need one word answer. Did the aliens set that up?
No, she just
No, I think
she just stumbled
fell
across
upon it.
people
Yeah.
just
Well,
drowning because that happens at most every day.
Well, the
Yeah.
entire movie, she's trying to find people who are loners so that she's trying to find ideal candidates to kill. And she's going through these busy areas. And I think she goes to a very remote area and finds somebody there. Now, the fact that there's another family there that happens to drown that day, who knows how many times she went to that beach? Maybe that's the reason that scene's in the movie, because that time she went, they drowned, and then there's sort of more plot happening. But I don't think the aliens set that up. I think
No, I don't think he said that.
they just happened to drown, and it was horrific because she has no emotional. She hears that baby crying, and any human would go and comfort that baby, but she doesn't even hear it because she's an alien. It'd be like us hearing an animal, like a fucking deer or something. We wouldn't care.
So all you're saying it was great timing.
Great timing.
No, I don't think the time. I mean, she would have killed that surfer either way.
Well, I'm just saying I haven't witnessed anyone drown in the ocean.
Her killing and dragging that surfer away had nothing to do with that family. That family just happened to be there. Otherwise, okay, let's put it this way: if the family wasn't in there, there'd be no reason to show that scene. But the fact that scene set up her character arc of really solidifying that she's an alien and cannot understand the cries of a baby. That any other human, we can't even help it.
I totally
was
get
still
that.
on
It
a
just seemed
mission.
like the whole setup was contrived, in my opinion. Like it just wasn't it just didn't make a lot of sense. Now it did have a point
Yeah, it did have
that
a
you
point.
just articulated there.
You just think it was too
showing
far
the kind
out
of
of left field.
inhumanity
Yeah.
of this alien, not even caring for this little baby. Like it did progress the story or the character a little bit, but just the whole situation just seemed
Just the fact that people drowned?
well, yeah, that she just happened to be there on the day that there's this horrific drowning thing that happens probably once every 10 years.
Well,
and she was just there that afternoon.
She was there. She could have been at that beach 100 other times.
I didn't show that.
Well, you're right. They didn't show that.
Also,
I don't know.
who leaves their baby just on the beach
Well,
to go surfing?
Well, no,
that was the family.
Yeah, no.
So the man was
it
surfing, and the
Yeah.
family's dog was drowning. It was
Yeah.
it was a really horrific scene for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
I mean,
Husband,
they
wife,
showed that
kid,
it looked
dog.
like they were actually drowning.
The wife went after the dog.
The wife went after the
Right.
dog. The husband
The
went
husband
after
goes after the
the
wife.
husband actually comes back and goes back out. They all die. Then the surfer goes out, tries to save them.
No, the
and heal.
surfer saves the guy.
Well, the surfer saves
Yeah.
the guy,
Yeah.
but then the
but then
wife
he goes back out.
Yes.
then the guy dies. They all die. So the baby's with the dad, but he leaves the baby to go save. Yeah, there's a lot that happens in that scene. It's a
But
pretty
you think it was
interesting
just too far fetched for that to be happening?
It just seemed
in
like a scene that was just inserted into the film to make you feel big emotions, and progress the character story a little bit, but didn't make sense at all
As
in the
to why.
progression of the story, and the improbability of it actually happening just made it worse.
If
I
they
guess.
removed that scene, shorten the movie, obviously, remove that scene completely, I think the power of the last scene is more.
maybe. I mean, I also think that was the most. I mean, that, and once again, this is kind of like why they included it, even if it was kind of out of context. It was probably the most powerful scene in the whole movie.
Yeah, I agree.
Like emotionally, just gut wrenching.
Mhm.
I mean, it was
In an
awesome.
otherwise boring movie. So, there's an interesting, exciting scene that
It didn't seem like it deserved to be there.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't, I guess.
Anyway, we've spent so much time. Oh no, he's not done.
Oh no.
Yeah. So that was just speciesism, and then there's some men and women differences, right? There's the motorcycle guy. The reason he's not out killing people is because it's so easy to just use an attractive female to get your prey. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of shows the difference between men and women somewhat, in how, I don't know, why isn't the motorcycle guy going out and killing people? He needs her to do it because men are such easy targets. All you have to do is use sex and you got them. So that's definitely a sub-theme. And Ben, you hit on that a little bit, but I think it's a sub-theme to the speciesism to me.
Yeah, I could see that. Also, Boner Cycle is a good name for the movie.
I was thinking that too.
Boner cycles.
Yeah.
Keep them stream of conscious.
Because there were multiple guys on cycles, right? There was one scene where it was like five guys.
At the end, there was like a little crew.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Scarlett Johansson, she has a character arc. She learns what it means to be human, or she understands.
Mine was at a base level. This movie is about what it means to be human, the good, the bad, the horrifying dark side of all human nature. So yeah.
And I think I can't believe I'm adding to this.
Please.
I think it kind of did. I did like how the movie. I will give it credit for like most people are like good people actually at the end of the day. Like aren't like horrible rapists, terrible like damn it, bleep that Ben. But grapers that are like in the woods at the end of the movie. Yeah. You're gonna have a couple horrible people like that, but generally speaking,
how many people
even
did
the
she
single
see?
Quote unquote sort of creepy, but not really kind of guys she came across, like all the single guys were like pretty cool. None of them did anything like out of line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They were just living.
Right. Until that last awful person.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Right. Anyway, I think this is a good time for a break anyhow. I need to
break time.
Yeah. Well, we're done with Marquee Meth. I mean with flip the script. What the fuck?
Tharks.
We're done with Tharks.
Themes and arcs.
Yeah.
We did it.
Now we're moving on to Brian's corner.
Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to Brian's Corner.
Jaunty corner tonight.
Yeah.
Jaunty.
Yeah, it's a jaunty corner because you know what we're going to talk about? We're talking about the 5 best movies from 2025 so far. I'm just going to read them and see what you guys think. What is it, October by now? Mm-hmm. So, there's most of the movies that have come out or well, there are going to be holiday movies that come out.
You got Naked Gun on there?
It's middling. It's middling. I gave it, I think, 2.5 out of 5.
No.
Maybe 3 out of 5. Yeah.
Come on.
Well, I'm just going to, it's not one of the top 5 best, but it's also not one of the 5 worst. It was a very enjoyable movie. I would watch it again immediately. Pamela Anderson kills it in that movie. So does Liam Neeson.
I liked it. Let's hear what's better.
Go ahead.
Let's hear what's better.
Well, and again, I don't get out to the theater very often. So these are just a lot of these are streaming. But I'm just going to read them, see what you guys think. Number 1, Together. Has anybody seen Together? Alison Brie.
Yes.
Oh,
Dave
I have.
Franco.
Love that movie.
Good movie?
Minus one small thing.
What do we think?
No, I haven't seen it.
So it's a horror movie.
I wanted to see it.
Body horror?
They start to combine into one person, and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
Yep. Eddington. Very polarizing. I expect people to hate that
polarizing
movie. Have you guys seen Eddington?
Not yet.
No, not interested.
Yeah, I think you're probably smart to say that. It's only for certain people that can handle it. Sorry, that sounded really elitist.
No.
It's gonna piss people off and or be too soon or a subject matter that's just gonna be yucky.
I'm just not interested.
Yeah. Well, Joaquin Phoenix, one of his best performances ever.
About.
Pedro Pascal, great. It's a small town sheriff versus a mayor during the COVID pandemic. One of them's like pro-mask, the other's anti. Kind of one of those kind of deals, right?
Yeah.
But great Joaquin Phoenix. Performance is the word I was looking for.
It could be nominated, just as a heads up.
No kidding.
Yeah, okay. Great movie. What's even better than that? How about Companion? Have you guys seen Companion? I think I'm in the minority that loves this movie.
I love Companion.
You love Companion?
I love it.
Okay. Nick, have you seen Companion? So this is a movie. It's got Dennis Quaid's son, Jack Quaid, is kind of the main guy.
He's fun.
And then the girl was from Heretic. I don't remember her name. I'm so sorry. I'm not good with new names, but she's great. She plays. They kind of ruin it on the poster.
Sophie Thatcher.
Yeah. Sophie Thatcher.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not going to ruin it. And I'll say this: if you've never seen Companion, please watch it. Do not look at the movie poster because it completely ruins the movie if you look at it.
Or watch the
trailer. Don't ever watch a trailer. I don't know why anyone's ever watching trailers in 2025. Don't watch trailers anymore. You're just hurting yourself. Taking away your like of any movie ever. Companion, great movie. And then how about number 4, Warfare?
Oh, Warfare. It's on HBO now, and I
gotta watch it.
Almost watched it like the last
You
3
have
nights
to.
in a row. I will watch it this week.
By
100%.
far,
I know it'll be good.
By far one of my favorite movies.
It's a
of the year.
perfect movie.
It's going to be great. I'm super excited to watch it. Well,
It's like-
I mean, it'll also be, I'm
It's
sure not.
brilliant.
Yeah.
I mentioned it
I'm sure
before
it'll
on
be
this pod.
sad. I'm sure it's sad.
Yeah, I've mentioned it before.
Yeah, you have.
Because I
Yeah.
said immediately after the movie, I called both of my best friends that are in the military. And they've had passed in that exact war.
I don't
So,
even care about like army or war military stuff. And I loved this movie.
I'm sure it's great. I'm really
Here's
excited
here's
to
my
see it.
one pitch for this movie. When you're watching this movie, every second you feel like you're in the hands of an extremely capable, masterful filmmaker, and I love that.
Is it
feeling.
is it real time? Is the movie in real time?
I'm not sure if it's 100% real time, but it feels real time.
Okay.
It's a real time type of movie.
Yeah, I think that's
It
a
might
good
be real
description.
time, but I don't want to. I don't want to say
yeah,
that. if it's not.
that's literally number one on my list right now. Number one. Yeah.
Probably
and
over a few days tops, maybe.
maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. Never mind.
And there's one movie that I thought was better than that this year, and it Catch Me on a Different Day. It might be Warfare, but I'm going to edge that out with Weapons. I think Weapons
Wow.
is the best movie that's come out this
yeah.
year.
No kidding.
Steven Seagal's in that, right? It's really good. Yeah. It's like he's fighting like the Russian mafia.
That's
and, like,
that's Weapons with a Z.
Yeah. He fights from a chair.
Sitting, of course.
Yeah.
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 Sitting
Yeah.
position.
I've seen that.
You got
It's-
someone.
yeah. I agree.
Kind
I
of
agree.
tinted glasses.
Yeah, he's
Doesn't he
wearing the
wear kind of
glasses.
tinted
Yeah,
glasses?
yeah. He's like a special ex Navy SEAL special ops. Yeah, I agree totally.
Weapons is the runaway blockbuster hit horror movie that was the second movie by the guy who did Barbarian, and it's a better movie than Barbarian, and it's phenomenal. It's so good. So yeah, those are my 5. I'm sure there's better movies that have come out that have run the Sundance circuit and all that I haven't seen. I'll see them next year and I'll talk about them then. But how about the 5 worst movies of this year? And then we'll move on to Hot Pocket. 5 worst movies I've seen this year that came out this year. These are not just movies that I saw this year. These are that came out this year.
Okay.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh,
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, that's too bad.
I'm so sorry.
None of these in theaters.
The original one was terrible.
Yeah.
Like
I know, but I just kind of wanted to see.
They remade it.
And it's got some of the original
It's
cast.
got. I was like, I thought to myself, is Jennifer Love Hewitt any good? No, she's
no.
Was Freddie Prinze
she's-
Jr. in it too?
She's never been good. He was.
Yeah, he was,
He
right?
was in it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's great in Star Wars Rebels though, so I'm not trying to knock him.
Yeah.
Not a great movie right there. How about Happy Gilmore 2? It was better than that, but still like just really fell off and was just like, oh my god,
Yeah, can't do it.
God.
The funniest part about that movie was Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I
in
mean,
my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Bad Bunny was at least
That's not a good
decently
sign.
funny. I know.
Yeah.
That's not.
That's
a good
tough.
sign.
It's not.
this is a little esoteric maybe, and I know it's very streaming, but The Old Guard 2, I don't know why I watched it. I'm a sucker for Charlize Theron, I think is what it is.
I
And-
really
and
liked the first.
The Old Guard is a Netflix movie. It came out. It's pretty big, so they did a sequel. Old Guard 2 came out this year, and I just can't get into it. It's for kids. I don't know why I watched it.
I highly
It's
recommend the
stupid.
first movie.
First one was somewhat okay.
Yeah.
Better than the second one. The second worst movie of the year to me was a Minecraft movie.
What?
Jesus Christ, no.
Mhm.
Disagree. I don't even have lava chicken on in here anymore.
I saw a hilarious meme I almost sent you the other day, Brian. It was like an old man like laying down
Mhm.
and like a grandson like patting his forehead, and the old man was saying like, I remember a day when Minecraft was for adults and it wasn't even for kids at all.
Mhm.
And the child was like, get some rest, Grandpa.
That's so apt. Yeah, Minecraft movie was terrible. I just went on my Letterboxd and I looked at the movies I've rated this year and I sorted them by stars. So Ben, I'm sorry to I gave it a 1.5 star. What am I going to say?
I've
Wasn't great.
I've rewatched it twice since then.
Oh boy.
And then the only movie I've given 1 star to that came out this year was a movie called Havoc with Tom Hardy.
Oh,
And
no.
it pains me to
They
say
had
that.
Tom Hardy?
But that was
Wow.
a fucking
Never heard of
terrible
it.
movie.
What give us
Netflix.
Man.
just what's it about?
Or maybe Amazon Prime. I don't even remember.
Yeah, let's not even talk about
Let's
it.
not talk
I
about
don't even want to know.
Let's not give it credit.
Guys, is there a movie, 1 or 2 movies that just loved it this year, hated whatever, or we can move on? I don't know. Just
Weapons was incredible. Warfare
Weapons
for
was good.
sure. Gosh, what else came out this year?
I'll tell you, I was
Hold on.
big
This has been
time. I was really disappointed with 28 whatever
Years later.
million years
Years later.
later or something. That was just.
Apparently, they have a sequel coming out in like
I saw
a month.
that. I hope it's better. Not great.
yeah, it hit about where I thought it would.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay, well, thanks for joining me in Brian's Corner, everybody. And thanks, Michael Myers, for being here as well. And
Yeah.
Skelly.
Special guest.
Skelly.
All right. Now it's time to move on to Hot Pocket.
Hot Pocket.
That's the segment where we talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. So we've got a Hot Pocket Flavomatic now. If you don't know what that is, get with the fucking program. because it's a sophisticated piece of code that was put together.
I love to hear you talk about programming. Keep going.
Yeah, that was architected by Brian.
Dude, I'm fucking putting that as the tagline to the Flagrant.
Architected
A
by-
sophisticated piece of code.
Architected.
I'm adding that to the copy.
Architected.
Yes. So what it does is it generates Hot Pocket flavors. Every Hot Pocket being baked at 350.
Tree fitty.
350.
350.
You can do breakfast. You can do dinner. You can do dessert. You can do whatever you want. There's all sorts of. It's like got these spinning. We'll put it on screen.
It's
for you.
quite incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Someday you'll be able to do this live with us. But we're gonna start. We're gonna start with a breakfast Hot Pocket. It's a sausage, egg, and cheese with chives and a croissant crust dusted with cracked black pepper, and that sounds great. Honestly, I want one now.
Yeah.
I'm
hungry again.
Okay, so I want to start this out by. This was like $6 to rent.
No way.
$6?
Bro, I just rented it for $4.
On
Yeah,
what?
I just ran it.
YouTube.
No, but on Amazon
actually
it
it was
was
$5.
$6.
No, on Amazon it was $3.99.
On
do you think?
on YouTube it's $3.99 for SD, $4.99 for HD.
No, it was on sale. They had it marked down
Oh,
from $6 to $3.99.
yeah, I
believe.
had $3.99.
But I was like, does money grow on trees?
That's
This
a
is a
lot,
movie
man.
from 2013. Who's
Yeah.
paying $6 for a fucking rental?
This
these
should be
days?
$1.99 for rentals when they're
$1.
past like 5 years old.
Just $1.99.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just a little like,
I think mine was
why?
$5.
Why was that
$4.99.
so expensive? Well, we all paid for it, and since this movie didn't make any fucking money, you're welcome.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's make another. All right, I want to just get into, and so here's what I was thinking, guys. I'm just going to throw this out here. We've got a couple of, kind of old, dying, withering segments that I feel like are on their last legs.
Hot Pocket?
No, not Hot Pocket. Hot Pocket carries the show. What are you talking about?
Flip the script.
Flip the Script is really kind of on
Okay.
its last kind of breaths.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tharks had
What
like
if we
a
had a
resurgence.
news segment that was about the music of the film
I like it.
We've talked about this.
and sound design? They can overlap.
Audio. Yeah.
Because
Cinematography.
it's something we should always talk about in a Hot Pocket. So we're gonna do that now, but
That
just
should be Gris's corner.
just a little
It should.
food for thought. Maybe we'll think on some a new segment, maybe or something. But anyways, the point is we should talk music. We should talk sound design.
It's a very
and
important part.
Let me hit a fresh Hot Pocket for that. This is gonna be another break the fast. Double bacon with cheddar, a sharp provo, cheddar and sharp provo. I can do it. I can do that. Extra crispy, blasted with buttery herbs. I wonder what those herbs are. It doesn't say.
Buttery herbs.
It should say.
Buttery herbs. It doesn't though. What's
It's
a
just a
buttery
it's
herb?
just it's their proprietary flavor. It's called buttery herbs. I don't know.
Is it like a thyme,
Seems like it'd be maybe like an Italian seasoning type.
or
of
like a basil.
Yeah, like a basil is what I guess what I would say.
Mhm.
Like a buttery basil. I don't know.
This Hot Pocket's definitely none of that vegan shit.
Nope. We got rid of
No,
that.
yeah. Thank God, Brian switched
rid
the
of
code
all
on that
that.
one. Goodness gracious, he was trying to push his veganist agenda. Isn't that what we were calling you now? Veganist?
Ben and I are just going to watch this scene. You keep talking about Hot Pockets.
Veganist?
The veganist agenda.
All right. Music. Yeah, guys, I thought the music was great in this movie. I thought it was, there wasn't any, it was all like this sort of cacophony. It wasn't like
Yeah.
any like real,
It was atonal.
there's no real melodies or harmonies. It was
Very
just,
asymmetrical. Just
Yeah.
all, yeah.
yeah. And I
reminded-
thought,
It reminded me of the music from the other one, the one about sleep. We just
Oh, come true.
Come True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
like the music was
Sci-fi. Yeah.
yeah, a little
it's like,
sci-fi.
it's like a very sci-fi feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
but done really well.
yeah. I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
And sound design, excellent.
Excellent.
I almost want to add points, but I won't.
That's why I'm at a 55.
Yeah, I mean,
the
those
sound
I mean,
design alone.
it's an
would-
important part of the movie, and they did it very well. They definitely did. Yeah, music, guys. Yeah, great.
Very good.
Okay.
I
It
thought
added
for-
to the ambiance and the feel.
So the Zone of Interest famously had zero soundtrack at all. That's
really?
Dr. Jonathan Glazer's latest one. And so I thought that was going to be his shtick here as well. I thought there was going to be no music because it seems like a movie that kind of could get away with that. And I watched an interview with him and he said that's where he was trying to go with it. But then they realized that it needed music. And then once they got it, and then I saw an interview with the sound design team and then the composer. And she was like a young woman. I was like, oh, that's awesome. You don't see young women composers of big movies. And so I was like, that's cool. And so, and it sounded like, they really needed it. And it was like that, it was like that, the strings that would always just like,
they're very atonal,
up and
sort of, yeah.
Yeah, we'll give credit
really
to Micah Levi for composing.
Who?
Micah Levi.
Yeah, Michael, and that's a girl.
Yep.
At MICA, yeah, she did a
really
great job.
good.
Brilliant. She did
One
a
of the
great
high
job.
points. Let's go for another breakfast. Bacon apple maple scramble, fresh dill, buttery biscuit crust dusted with crushed red pepper. Yeah? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Well,
Yes.
crushed red pepper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, how about those? A lot of real tight eyeball shots. Seen a
Those
lot of big eyeball.
Those were
Looking at
cool.
an eyeball up close, it's kind of uncomfortable. It's kind of weird.
That's why I think it's horror.
Yeah. I think it added to the horror vibe.
Little
for
body
sure.
horror.
Yeah. And
Early
So there's
body
the
horror.
beginning where you see her eye form, which is a really trippy scene, and then there's another time later where they show a really close up, and you can like see like the muscle fibers that make
I
up
think
like
they
the
do
iris.
it's more than twice.
I think you're right.
A
It is
few
more than
times.
that, and
you can kind of in one scene see like the sort of the blackness kind of start coming into her sort of iris.
It's really cool. But that's really a common trope in movies to show a really close up of an eye, especially an eye that is an eye that opens and then you see like the iris like contract when the light hits it. That's been done so many times, and eyes are so interesting and compelling to us. So I can see, but this movie does it in a new way. I think that this movie does it very well.
One more breakfast here. Herbed turkey and egg white wrap with applewood smoked bacon crumbles and a flaky puff pastry crust dusted with garlic onion. That might be the longest one yet. Garlic onion.
A lot of that's a breakfast.
That's a
You better
flavor bomb.
be going out to work on a job site that day.
That's
you
right.
don't need to be around
You
anybody.
don't want to be coming home to the wife after the garlic onion for breakfast. I want to talk busy malls. There's a busy mall early on.
A Scottish mall. They have malls in Scotland.
Scotland Mall. I miss busy malls.
Yeah.
Man, like maybe at Christmas they're a little bit busy still, but like not really. And like the mall was such a fun, good place.
it
and
brings
it's just
up
not a thing anymore.
brings up a good observation. What year do you think this took place?
I just assumed it was
Oh.
There
contemporary.
were no cell phones. There was a lot of 80s, 90s attire.
What
it
about
seemed.
but just look at the cars. The
The
cars
were also
contemporary.
very just basic and seemed old school. I don't know if that's.
I think they were contemporary for 2012,
you think so?
13. Yeah,
20
I do.
years ago? I heard 10 years ago.
But I don't know. I can't say that for sure. I mean, you might be onto something there. I just assumed it was.
I assumed.
took
Yeah, I
place.
guess I assumed it
Yeah,
was
and-
2013.
Yeah. Okay, we're done with breakfast. So you're just gonna need to give me a moment.
Okay.
To reappropriate here. On to dinner. Here we go. Bacon at 350. We got a fresh one. It is Philly steak and cheese with pepperoncini.
Boy.
Pepperoncini.
We've already been over this.
I know.
Pepperoncini.
It's
Got
kind
it.
of like fajita, you know? It's
Yeah,
just
okay.
Pepperoncini.
Mhm.
Pepperoncini rings, sourdough crust, blasted with sweet chili glaze by Enrique. This is an Enrique
Finally.
joint.
Enrique.
Yeah, we needed Enrique's blasting.
Speaking of Enrique's blasting.
Yeah,
We all need
we're not there
Enrique's
yet, man.
blasting.
We're not there yet.
Oh.
Yeah, I just wrote, fuck, these guys are hard to understand. Like, goodness gracious. You got
It's
to
on
watch this one with
purpose.
subtitles. I agree. It's on purpose.
It's gotta be.
It
Like-
is.
The guys that she was picking up?
Yeah, the reason that they have such thick accents is on purpose. Is because it sounds alien.
Well, and the movie's told from her perspective,
Right.
so she's having trouble understanding. So,
Yeah.
but it was still frustrating to not even with the subtitles, as I'm reading the subtitle, I'm like, that is not what that Scotsman said. He's like, right, and it's like, check out the library. And it's like, how he didn't say that. What is their dialect?
Do you like dogs?
Oh, dogs.
I like dogs.
Dogs. Yes, I love dogs.
What the fuck about a caravan's got no fucking bills?
You're a good Mickey guy.
Dang, look at this guy.
All right. Now this is the one we've been waiting for. This is the Nashville hot chicken with pepperoni crumbles and an extra crispy crust seasoned with crushed red pepper that you have been waiting for. We're going to talk about what is that little thing they could have done to the movie to add 30 points. And tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
30 points?
At least 30 points. Maybe 40.
Whoa. He said that real confidently.
Look, guy, you're going to tell me I'm wrong. And that's fine. But this is just my opinion. Take the whole alien thing out of this movie. There's no alien. She's just a psychopath. And the movie's just a slasher where she has an accomplice that tries to set up the murders for her. She carries out the killings.
Like a murder pimp?
I see where you're going.
It's a team that murders people together. It's the guy on the motorcycle and Scarlett Johansson are kind of the murder young guys.
He sets him up and she knocks him down. Yeah.
Right. Together. And here's why I think that would make the movie much, much better. Because I think it would make the movie way creepier. You wouldn't get the themes as much as like you were talking about how, the species themes and that type of stuff. So it would take away on that deep level that I don't care about very much because I'm too stupid to understand. But I think if it was just like a straight up a slasher, if this movie was just kind of an old school slasher where you have a kind of a young hot woman going around in her van picking up guys and killing them, and also and adding some of this abstract, ambiguous stuff, leaving that in there, the black void, that kind of stuff would still have worked and still have been cool. In fact, I thought it would have been even cooler, right? Because instead of like
it's like a representation of like a visual representation of her,
right? Because I would have thought that would have been such a smart move. Like instead of just seeing her just dice up these guys with a knife,
I mean,
you're kind of showing this really abstract, ambiguous, walking into this black liquid thing, which I thought would have been just worked even better if it was kind of a metaphor for just a brutal killing, I guess.
I mean, that kind of reminds me of Promising Young Woman.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Except without that, I like that where he's going with like the team. You get the team because Promising
team,
Young Woman didn't really have a team. Yeah, here's my thoughts on that. I would love to see that movie. I think actually that movie would be like take the same cast, well, maybe more actors than we have here, but like take like the same premise, same cast, they're in a van, it's her, take all the alien stuff out of it and create that movie. I think that'd be a really good movie and I would watch it. It could even be a better movie than this or maybe more enjoyable. Yeah.
And it could even have good themes as well, like a woman like really struggling maybe with like her sexuality or something, right? And she's like trying to but she can't help herself from killing these guys because she just has these dark impulses and she's got this person that kind of helps her do it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll say I would like both movies to exist. And the movie you're talking about, I won't say pushback, but the one thing I'll say is I feel like I've seen movies like that before. I've never seen a movie like this before. So
I'm more intrigued by the alien side of this than anything else.
I've never seen a movie from the aliens perspective.
I just think it made it a lot less disturbing. 100%, I thought it made it a lot less disturbing because like if it was a human doing this to other humans instead of just some sort of alien that didn't really understand what was going on.
Yeah, she's just
like, I'm just trying to get food.
Yeah.
So it just kind of made it less horrifying to me.
That actually might be more horrifying though, compared to, or depending on who's watching it. Because
I guess.
I know
I can see that.
My wife and I talk about what's scary, and movies she thinks are really scary aren't as scary to me because it's movies where like Halloween, where it's like a realistic, this could happen to me, so it's really scary.
Me more
whereas
anything.
Aliens, like that's like so far removed.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like the darkest side of human nature is scarier.
Oh, I thought you were saying it the other way around. Gotcha. Okay.
Than like some aliens coming down and doing it. So, anyways,
I'll take both.
Yeah,
why not both?
Yeah. I think they're both could be good movies, but I would have liked the non-alien version better.
Yeah, I can see a 30-point swing there too because like. That's even though it's almost the same movie, it's like a totally different movie.
Well, and then the ambiguity to me works way better.
Yeah.
Because with the alien thing, it's like you don't even fucking know where to even begin with these aliens, man. You don't know anything about them.
Isn't that what aliens would be like if we ever met them, though? Don't you think?
Maybe, but it just isn't as interesting.
Not compelling.
To me
Might not be compelling.
Because I know humans. I know what humans are like.
Sure, I'm with you.
Anyways, I just wanted this to be a straightforward slasher. I would have liked it a lot better.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, moving on to this sounds fun. Loaded nacho beef. We got a lot of crumbled bacon tonight. Extra crispy, buttery herbs again. We didn't really establish what was in those, but
No.
that's okay.
I'll find out.
Oh, yeah, okay. There's kind of a techno club in this movie. You must have caught the song.
No.
that was playing.
I did not catch the
Oh
song.
my God. Really?
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Darude Sandstorm.
didn't pay
Sandstorm,
attention
probably
to
the
it.
most techno song of all time.
Of all time.
I'll have
I didn't even catch it.
Darude Sandstorm.
What's it called?
I love that.
Sandstorm?
Sandstorm.
Yeah, Sandstorm.
This is
by
kind of
Darude.
blowing my mind. You
Yeah.
guys aren't
No, it's my favorite. I just didn't catch
obviously-
it. I don't know why I didn't catch it.
Anyways, yeah, great track. It's like the techno track for people that don't know techno.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's kind of a meme
yeah,
in the
at this
techno
point.
crowd.
Okay. Chicken bacon ranch, banana peppers, croissant crust, dusted with buttery herbs are hot tonight.
Whoa.
Man, the buttery herbs are in.
That reel on the Flavomatic might be stuck. Might need a little maintenance.
okay. Well, yeah,
Somebody
we'll
needs
give
to
it a little
oil that gear a little
Oil
bit.
up them codes.
Okay. I'll just go read it. I'll just read it. I wrote frozen boners, most penis in a film ever.
Yeah. That was,
Ever.
Can you
Ever?
name a film with hanging more dong?
No.
No film
That's
hangs
not
more
a
dong.
porn.
No.
That's not
That's
a
not
porn.
categorized as, yeah.
This is rated R, right?
Yeah.
PG-13.
The kids are growing up young. Yeah.
Yeah, it's R. And I agree with you. I think screen time wise, this had the most penises on screen.
It did. And I just am saying it.
I was okay with it.
No, I was too, but it was kind of like, wow, there's a lot of wieners.
I could have used a little bit more shadow here and there.
It fit the tone of just uncomfortable viewing. You know?
It did. It was.
It was an uncomfortable wieners too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like there was about to be a hot sex scene. It
Yeah.
was just like there's this poor little bastard whose little wiener is
About to go
off.
get sucked into a void and his
Yeah.
skin ripped off.
Thinks he's gonna get his little whistle wet.
Yeah.
He did get it wet, but it's just
Well, in one way, yeah.
After Nosferatu's weird wiener, I don't know if I.
Oh, there's wiener in Nosferatu.
Oh, no.
What about 28 days?
that wasn't-
28
Is
years
it
later.
vampire wiener?
Not compared to
Vampire
Yeah,
wiener.
there's vampire.
No.
There's vampire.
Yeah.
Old vampire
It's-
wiener?
It's not
hot.
as bad. It's not as bad as you think. It was way. I was ready for it because people talked about it. And I saw it. And I was like,
I didn't even know this.
28 years later, I've heard the same.
Old
for that
gray,
one.
vampire wiener.
Oh, is it aroused?
No,
No.
it's all
No.
hangy.
Thank God.
It's all gray and
Okay.
hanging.
Nobody wants that.
all hangy and uncut.
Nobody wants that.
Who was the actor that was in that movie that he had it framed
yeah.
and gave it to the director as a gift?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny.
All right. Okay, we're done with that Hot Pocket for good. We're moving on to a jalapeno steak with cheese, pepperoncini rings, extra crispy, dusted with sweet chili glaze. Once again by Enrique.
Enrique.
Okay, I guess I will just. I've kind of said this earlier, but I'll say it again. And I kind of just want to know what your replies to this. I thought this movie was more than most movies, like trying really hard. Like it was trying really hard to be profound. It was trying really hard to have deep themes. It was trying really hard to elicit emotional reactions. Now it did it in sort of unconventional ways, which I will give it credit for. But I still think it was kind of like, what was that movie I fucking hated that has the terrible name?
Leave the World Behind.
Leave the World Behind.
Leave the World Behind.
Yep.
I kind of got a similar vibe there.
Leave the World Behind was kind of preachy though. Like
Yeah.
that there was people just preaching.
A little
that.
more heavy-handed.
It was preachier.
This movie to me, I felt like it was trying hard to be interesting and unique.
That's how I felt about Come True.
Right. Yeah,
you think
that's
it was?
fair.
Is this like?
But that movie cost like $5.
How early
Yeah,
was
that's
this for A24? I feel like this is
early.
A24, and they were just hard art house.
Yeah, but I mean, they didn't make this movie. You know, it's like
No, but they buy very specific movies,
right,
and then they help produce and back. And I'm sure this was a concept, and they may have grabbed her as an actress. Sometimes they don't fully just buy a movie straight up.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where this movie was trying. I think I will pick up a little bit of that in sort of the length, in sort of the intentional obfuscation of the plot or what's happening. I feel like they could have given us a little bit of hand-holding here and there.
Sure.
In this movie, it assumes that you are both completely sober when you're watching it and like completely like locked in and understanding exactly what's happening. And I'm okay with that. But like, if I was making a movie, I would feel like that's a little risky because that's
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
alienate a large part of your audience.
So I felt like it was trying really hard to be artful, right? And,
Yeah.
if you are doing, I feel like that should feel effortless. I feel like art should feel like when it's really flowing, should feel like very effortless. And I feel like this movie was like trying really hard to be art, right?
I didn't get that, but like, I mean,
I can see that. I think they were trying with a lot of things.
it just felt like it felt like, so here's a direct quote from the director. He said, "This movie is unadorned," and he said the aesthetic of this movie was no aesthetic. They wanted no aesthetic, and they did not use lighting. They used it here and there, but they barely used lighting. Anytime there was lighting, he was like, "No, let's just use." Now, clearly, there was lighting used in the movie, but very, very minimally, and that was kind of their mantra. The aesthetic is no aesthetic. So.
Yeah.
Is that try hard? Sure. Is that pretentious? Maybe. Yeah. It kind of sounds a little pretentious. Like, well, it does
have an aesthetic.
We're above
actually.
aesthetics. It's sort of like we're a non-denominational church.
But that sounds ridiculous because it has a strong aesthetic.
Exactly what I'm saying. But I will say that taken out of context, that could sound pretentious. But I also understand where he's coming from when he says he wants the aesthetic, because he wants it to just be. I mean, that's why they used real people, not actors, because he wanted it to just be what it would be like to walk through the world as an alien.
So just use like a black void, you know what I mean? Like even though that's technically nothing, it's a very strong aesthetic. It's very unconventional, very unusual.
I thought it fit the overall theme of it, like the darker tone, like the visuals of it overall. I think that fit, but
the Black Void was an aesthetic, but even that, there was no crazy camera angles or movements or VFX or anything. It was very, very sterile. It was
walk from behind, walk from front, side view. It was very simple.
Like in everything, there was no two shots in the movie. It was all one shots. Matter of fact, the first two shot, or the only two shot in this movie, is when she's in the car with the deformed guy, where she finally decides to let him go. That was the first time you ever see a two shot. So there was some very intentional, like, aesthetic stuff done. But I don't know. I'm kind of still picking it up. I still feel like it's very just like straightforward. Like you're just seeing shots as they would be. I don't know. But again, if I was making it, I would probably make it less pretentious.
I feel like after that like whole void stuff, like the whole like camera crew, like everyone just like high-fived each other and was like, that was so fucking cool. We're so good at our jobs. Like, you know what I mean? Like it just felt.
Somebody's been on a set before.
I don't know.
I've been on a set like that before.
I think if you watch some behind the scenes, I'm not telling you to, and I know you won't, but if you watch some behind the scenes on this, it might change your opinion a little bit of the people's motivations.
I think that's hard. I've been doing less of that.
And I never do that.
I want to be technical with this, and I know Ben like loves the behind the scenes. I do too. I think I've tried not to do that to get behind this. The only thing I knew, which I think feeds into what you were talking about earlier, the realism of it, is ScarJo. Those were real footage of men. Those were random people on the sidewalk that they drove up to. They had hidden cameras in the car, in the vans and whatever.
Yeah, that's cool.
And
you
then they had to ask
tell.
them. They had to ask them for their signatures and like rights to put it into the film.
Yeah.
I think that's interesting. I think that adds to the realism and like the reality of it. I'm sure they had tons of footage to choose from, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think that adds to it. I don't need to know that, but it felt like it.
I think the reason maybe I was compelled to watch some stuff was because I did not quite feel like I understood the movie. Like I had my take of it, but I was like, okay, if I'm going to talk about this movie and I have this take, what if I'm completely way off? And so I wanted to kind of see, and I ended up being pretty much spot on with some of the bigger beats. But in doing so, I was able to see some of the behind the scenes stuff. But yeah, again, normally I don't do that. Normally I just want to take the movie for what it is. I don't think you should have to watch behind the scenes stuff for your opinion to go up about a movie. I'm only saying that, like you talk about everyone's high five, and maybe they did. I don't know, but like I think the people. Jonathan Glazer, he's definitely an auteur for sure. But like a lot of the other people, the DPs and the assistant DPs and the costume people and location scouts and all those people, they were very, very like subdued, very, very like just straight ahead, straightforward, doing the best they can. And they did not seem flashy or anything like that. So
as a bit of context, this is the 7th movie that A24 made.
Oh, so pretty early.
Yeah.
Early in their
very early
career.
All right, let's go for a hot ham and cheese with sauteed mushrooms and a pretzel crust seasoned with extra zesty ranch by our boy Greg. First appearance from Greg.
Good old
tonight.
Greg. He's working still.
I'm going to give this movie credit for two things. one thing I liked about this movie, it didn't go far enough for me, but I liked how it worked, was how you got to see a little bit more each time with what happened to these guys.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted it to go further. Like I
Yeah.
said, I wanted to see not just the conveyor belt with the meat on it or whatever. I wanted to see something a little more than that. And I understand why some people might not want that. But I did. Also, no jump scares. Really not a single jump scare.
Oh.
And in a
Very
horror
silent.
movie,
I loved.
that's
right.
kind of unusual. So there was one or two like maybe borderline jump scares. Remember, there's like a bird chirping at one point in a very silent scene that was like kind of a little bit jarring, but like generally speaking, there just weren't really jump scares. And I mean, not many horror movies that don't have a jump scare too.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's low-hanging fruit, to quote Ben's title of this movie. And they could have done it, but they didn't. And good VFX too. That whole head replacement of the black figure at the end.
The black figure at the end.
good.
This is absolutely
That's a long
stunning.
shot too. A lot of times VFX shots are quick cuts. This is holding on a VFX shot for like a long time.
I can't tell if this is practical.
No, I don't think so.
The body is, but the head's a replacement.
Okay.
it looks,
Head's a full replacement.
It seems insane.
And then of
but
course that's also
that's all,
two,
yeah.
that we're seeing two replace. So we're at the end of the movie where the black figure, the alien's taking the skin off and she's looking down at Scarlett Johansson's face. So that's the VFX we're talking about now. In case you're listening and not watching.
we're on to a barbecue beef with corn relish. Okay. Croissant crust dusted with hot honey by
Hot
Enrique. By Enrique. He's involved with the hot honey?
It better be.
Enrique?
Yeah. Oh, maybe that's his thing.
Yeah.
He's got his fingers in a lot
I guess
of
that's
things.
his nickname, isn't it? Enrique Hot Honey?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, a nickname, bro. Yeah, that's right.
Come on
I
now.
forgot. Sorry, I forgot about that. Okay. Remember the cake eating scene? That was a good looking piece of cake. I wanted that cake.
Yeah.
That looked really good.
That looked
good.
really good. And boy, did we get to stare at it for hours. Goodness gracious.
Were you guys concerned when she got it on her fork? And then like she tried to sort of like there was that nugget hanging
That
off,
one little
and
piece.
she tried to like scoop the nugget up, but it didn't.
Yeah,
and then she
it was
just
a little-
went ahead with
It
it.
just adds
the whole
to
time I was
how-
like, "Is that fucking nugget about to fall off of that piece?"
I know. I was.
It
too.
bothered me.
Every
It bothered me
scene
too.
makes you feel uncomfortable. I think they did on purpose.
Do you think that was purposeful?
I know they did. They were like, we're going to do a
Damn.
few takes of
Oh
this.
yeah, they probably had a second take that didn't do
Yeah.
that, and they were
Yes.
like, "Nah, we're gonna use the."
We're going to use the
Cool.
first one because it was just enough
love
to
it.
make you uneasy.
All right, we're on to dessert. It's a maple pecan pie with coconut in a buttery biscuit crust seasoned with maple sugar glaze.
That's too many flavors.
So there's a lot of flavors. Greg is involved.
Well, that's why.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Greg's middle name. What's Enrique's name? Hot Honey. Enrique. Greg's name is
Yeah.
Flavor Boy.
Yeah, Flav Blaster. Yeah. All right, so let's talk motorcycles for a second. Do you guys like motorcycles? Are they cool? Not cool? What,
You know what's not
there's
cool?
There's a lot of motorcycle riding in this movie.
Sorry, Dad, but I was out in the garage working this last weekend, and I just see my dad, 66 years old, just fucking cruising up on a crotch rocket. Nothing's more uncool than my dad just riding up on. I'm sorry,
I
Dad,
completely
but
disagree.
Now, if it
It's
was Uncle
just-
Steve,
it's-
it'd be different.
yeah,
Now, first of all, he's got the
Steve
full
used
face
to-
helmet on. Who knows? He could be a 25-year-old
Now-
Adonis.
Now, my Uncle Steve used to ride. He used to give us little rides on his motorcycle back in the day. Just
Oh,
throw you
Uncle
back,
Steve.
no helmet, nothing. Just hold on tight.
So your dad rides a crotch rocket?
He does.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, your dad is cool as fuck.
Nick, I've never had a motorcycle. I've never ridden one. I don't care about them. I love that they exist, and I love how fast they go.
Yeah.
There's your answer.
Okay.
All right.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Wait, was there another question? I feel like I didn't give you what you
just
wanted.
Motorcycles are cool. I don't know if I could pull one off.
Here's what I love. I love motorcycle jackets.
Yeah,
motorcycle
right?
outfits.
And helmets and the gloves.
I might just buy a motorcycle jacket and drive my Tesla around.
Yeah, I think that's, just act like you ride a motorcycle.
Yeah, just love that idea.
Look at this idiot in this Tesla.
You get out of your Tesla and you're like,
Like, yeah. Hell yeah.
because it's all leather.
Uh-huh.
Anyways,
Pleather.
I think motorcycles are
Pleather.
cool. I've got my endorsement.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that they exist. They're great. Make them fast and loud. That's great stuff. Good job.
All right, I've only got one left here, and it is definitely the longest one I've ever seen, and it's like got this kind of all caps thing going on. It's like this is a very special Hot Pocket here.
Okay, let's see.
It's a dessert one. It's all caps holiday edition.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot. What is this?
Peppermint bark crunch with white chocolate drizzle. Now I wish it was
I'd eat that.
swizzle. I wish it was swizzle.
Hey, I've not worked the swizzle in. You see up there at the top where it says Pop Pocket Flavomatic 1.0?
Yeah.
That
yeah.
when that turns to 1.1, the
Get some
swizzle will be there.
All right, swizzle. Because swizzle is better than drizzle.
I agree
but
with you.
That's fine. And a flaky puff pastry crust seasoned with cocoa sugar by an intern.
Did it say by an intern?
It doesn't, but it should.
1.1 should have by an
Should I add intern? All right, let me add that. I already have Swizzle on my list. Let me
That's
add
the other option. And all I have to say here is, guys, I'm glad. I'm talking about the climax of the film here. You know, you kind of had the sort of the very intense graping.
Mm-hmm.
And then the sort of the immolation, you know, kind of with the gas just gets dumped on the alien and
he's so horrified by what he's looking like.
Yeah, she is set alight. And all I have to say on this holiday edition Peppermint Bark Crunch is that I'm glad the burn suit guys are still getting work in Hollywood. They're
every day.
still
That was
getting work.
practical. That was all practical, man.
And I feel like it was almost, that scene was almost written for the burn guy.
Mhm.
You know, the whole movie was for the burn guy, right?
12 years ago.
Yeah, 12. Yeah, it was a little while ago, but hey.
He's in like the way that like they go out of that forest that like hard ends. Like you just see it's like Fangorn on Lord of the Rings. Like that forest just ends and then there's snow and then they just like fire and snow. Kind of a cool juxtaposition there. But yeah, the fire suit guy is still working back in
burn
2013.
guy. He's just getting work. I love it. I love that.
I love the handheld camera on that too.
There's
like,
a lot of
when it's
handheld
going-
in this
yeah,
movie.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was visceral. They were close to that.
Some
fire.
cool fourth wall breaking too on that scene. If you notice that, well, at the end when the camera points up at the snow and you see the snow lands on the lens of the camera.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I could
Hello,
see like
little
the
dog.
smoke hitting the camera. Like they were really close to that guy running.
Oh
That was
yeah.
incredible.
When it was behind them too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's just talk about the dog the rest of the podcast.
Can I just? I don't need a whole hot pocket since we're done. But
you
can I
don't-
just
you
say?
want
Well, I can't top a holiday edition, and this isn't worthy of a hot pocket. I just want to say this. Maybe this will be part of my closing thoughts. So I don't need a hot pocket.
Okay. Closing
save
thoughts? You want to just get right into it?
I'll save it.
Yeah, let's get right into it. Closing thoughts.
Well, you know, I thought about reducing my score by a point or two because of the slowness, but then like I also appreciated some other things in rewatching it here. So I'm going to keep it at an 81, but I could be seduced down. Could be seduced down.
That was
Maybe
a
if we did this
good
again.
callback to the movie.
Yeah, I could be seduced down into
Nice.
the goo with you guys. But I will say this. Here's a cool take. I'm gonna hey YouTube, good job there, because there was an analysis video and I saw a comment. I don't read YouTube comments very often, but I saw a YouTube comment of a really cool analysis video, and somebody by the handle of Andrea Pacini 5324 says this. Do you guys remember the ant at the beginning when she first finds the other? And there's the ant. Then there's a scene where she looks in the mirror and decides she's going to run away, and then she sees the fly. Right? Do you remember the fly hitting the paint? Okay. You probably got this first watch. You might be Andrea Pacini 5324, and who wrote this? I don't know, but I did not get this first watch. I thought it was very insightful. The ant, in particular, the one shown, is a social animal that has no agency and is just subjected to the social order by instinct. So that's like who she was, like Johansson at the beginning of the movie. The fly instead is not social, so is a symbol of freedom and escaping the conditions you were born into. The fly starts as larva and then it evolves into its final form. So I thought that was a cool, like, oh, that's why there was an ant. That's why there's a fly. Things are intentional. It's too smart for me. I have to watch it again or watch analysis videos. But I do just love that points to the themes of this movie. Those two instances really highlight the themes of speciesism and sort of realizing, you know, everything we talked about. So yeah, love the themes, really respect the craft of the movie. And I love the fact that it's unlike any other movie I've seen. And it's told from the perspective of the alien, and the aliens are indeed alien. 81.
Okay, look, let me jump in here. I pretty much agree with pretty much everything you said. And I'll even go a step further and say, I think this movie was a pretty smart movie in a lot of ways. I just,
Didn't like it.
My enjoyment level was so abysmal.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
I just didn't find, and I can't recommend it to anyone. I can't recommend this movie to anyone.
I wonder what our scores would be if I just gave it my enjoyability rating instead of my critical rating, and if you gave it like your critical rating instead of your enjoyability.
It would definitely be higher.
Because
for
it's
sure.
very loud and clear right now that we're using different metrics when we rate this movie, and that's been the case since
That's
episode
part of the
1.
beauty of
but that's why we love the
what we do.
podcast because it's coming at it from different perspectives. So.
Oh, that's old elk. That's good stuff. It's ambrosial.
We actually water that plant with old elk.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's why it lives so well.
We need to get this dog just a wee nip.
He's our little mascot.
That's right.
Look at him.
Oh, yes.
Don't eat that plant,
Oh,
motherfucker.
no, don't eat that.
Get.
Oh, no. That's a bad dog.
I'm just kidding. All right, what's your closing thoughts, Chris?
Closing thoughts. I think the idea was incredible. I think the idea of the aliens coming and then having this realization that the ant thing is interesting. I thought the only thing I noticed was that alien, as she's looking at that body of the human, And do we think that was a past alien?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, and
Well,
then
and that
and
alien
she became
had-
human, so that's why she's crying.
And she cries. Yeah.
Yes.
See, you picked up on the tears
of
too.
course.
Look
yeah,
at you.
right off
How
the bat.
what the hell?
So I think the ant was interesting because it's the alien looking at the lifeless body, and then she's comparing humans to ants, and then she progresses to humans are not the same thing as ants, or a bug that has this this thing. I don't know. The movie was wildly enjoyable from an idea standpoint. 66 is, I still can't, like, a lot of that in that score is just the enjoyability of the concept, not the film itself. Cinematography was fine. It wasn't like a few great things, a lot of bad things. But I don't know. It just really long, drawn out, slow. Like I just didn't enjoy it. I can't recommend it to anyone. Like there might be a handful of people that are like cinephiles that might enjoy
I
this.
feel like I've just seen so many stupid fucking movies recently that it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm like,
You mean like Joe Dirt?
Yeah, like
I like
it's
Joe
like
Dirt.
I see this and I'm like,
Actually, I didn't
I'm
like
like,
Joe
oh
Dirt.
God, thank
No, you
God,
gave it a
there's
17.
actual.
Yeah, I actually like this a lot better than I like Joe Dirt.
I start doubting like actual movies as a thing. Like maybe I don't want to do movies anymore. And then I see this, I'm like, oh, okay, there's still good stuff.
It just, you know what? This is the very last thing I'll say. This movie just takes a lot of work to get enjoyment out of. And I respect if you want to put that work in.
100% agree
all
with you on
and
that.
I just didn't want to put the work in this time.
I don't 99 out of 100 times. I agree with you.
And maybe if I watched it again, which I do not want to do, I probably would rate it higher. I probably would. I just didn't want to put the work in, man. This is a movie that requires you to not only pay close attention, but also do a lot of interpretation. And I think that's not a good thing for most moviegoers because most people are fucking stupid. And I'm one of those people.
That's the conundrum.
I am one of those people.
That's the conundrum with movies.
Anyway, we're going to talk about another movie, and it'll be episode 67. And it's Grizz's choice, so
It is.
Lord help us.
I feel like this whole podcast, Grizz has really been.
I know, he's been wrestling.
He's been having a.
He's been
ton of-
wrestling.
I've
What's
always
he
had
got?
a short list, and I go back and I rethink
What's he
about it.
What are we doing?
Nick is really wondering. He's locked
excited?
in.
No, I think it's going to be a good choice. I'm excited about
Yeah,
it.
I think you put a lot. Of
I
thought
want
into
to
it.
find one that we can have a nice, good, fun chat about.
Good talk.
We need a fun one after this.
Yeah, let's
we
do
need
a
a fun
fun one.
movie.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one.
Oh, good.
Good.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's been on my short list for a long time.
Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. I'm
No,
just-
you
No,
wish.
no,
I can't come back to that. It's the original Transformers movie.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
With Shia
Totally.
LaBeouf.
Love Shia
Yeah.
LaBeouf.
I haven't seen that
Oh,
since the
yes.
theater.
I haven't seen that in.
Is this going to be
10,
Michael
15
Bay's
years?
like? I mean, he's our number one by far.
Yeah.
Is this our fourth?
We
Michael
have a
Bay?
lot of other Michael Bay.
A lot of
movies.
Michael Bay's, but I think
Yeah.
it's
I know, we
going to be a
fuck with
lot of
Michael
fun.
Bay.
I'm in, dude. Holy yeah. I haven't seen it since
You
the
almost
theater.
convinced me of Rise of Skywalker, but I've had this one on the list for a
Nah,
while.
Transformers would be more fun.
I've had this
is
and
it
another
just
one.
Is it just called Transformers?
Transformers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, like I said, I haven't seen it since it came out. So
Okay,
yeah, I'm
cool.
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
All right.
I like it. Nice choice, man.
All right. This has been Critical Mess, episode 66. We're back for 67. Thanks for hanging with us. We'll catch you.
CriticalMessPodcast.com.
Yep.
Later.
Peace.